Greetings, citizens! We're back again, and I'm very excited about this particular 100 days. We're finally getting around to building a Roman Forum, something that has definitely been lacking in this world so far. There are, of course, a few side adventures we take along the way, but I think you'll be as happy as I am with the results. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch all the future videos we'll be releasing. It's time to get started. Let's get into it. What is this? Who are you? Ow. There's a portal in the sky and I must investigate. I'm so smart, citizen. No, don't comment on that. Who will face me? Ooh, gotcha, sucker. Bam! Is it a little bright out for you? Oh no. Oh no, that's nothing. Hey, yeah, I called you nothing. What about it? It's a lot of nothings down here. Strong aphrodisiacs. Carrots and potatoes, by the way. I didn't want them back. Especially after they've been in your dirty pockets. Hey, buddy. You want to see what I keep in the basement? I know, creepy, right? Greetings, citizens. I address you from our newest speaking platform in day 700. But you're confused, I can tell. You were expecting us to pick up at day 601, and here you find yourselves 100 days in the future. It could have been a space-time anomaly, or maybe you were picked up by a TARDIS, but either way, I'm glad you're here. We're in a new spot where I can officially address the Legion in each video in this world. And apparently this one villager as well, he's very interested in what I have to say. In a moment, you'll be propelled backwards 100 days so you can see how we got here, but I wanted the chance to use our new gathering spot in an official capacity. Over the next few hours, you'll see what I got up to before this, and just get out of here, guy. But yeah, you'll see what I got up to. One more gentle reminder as well before I send you on your way. We're quickly approaching 100,000 strong in the Legion, so if you're new or you haven't subscribed yet, please consider joining the Legion to be a part of the first 100,000. And while I wish I could send this villager with you, I am afraid that it's time for you to head back, citizen. So, I'll see you shortly, and safe travels. Oh, hey there, citizens. If all has gone to plan, you should have just finished talking to me in day 700. And hopefully it did, because if not, this isn't going to make any sense. But anyway, we're back at day 601. I literally just finished working on the Snow Castle video, so if you didn't see that one, that was the 500 to 600 days. Go check it out, it was a lot of fun, but there's no time to rest on our laurels. Still a lot of work to be done here. And once again, you can probably tell from the title and the thumbnail, the larger plan I have for this one is to make this place a little bit more Roman, because yes, we have the SPQR sign that you can't even see because my house is blocking it. Yes, we have the arena in the sky, which is lovely, but there's nowhere for us to talk, there's nowhere for important political decisions to be made, for triumphs to be held. So I think it's time we made an official Roman Forum. And once again, that is the big plan, but there's a lot of prep that we have to do before we can get started with that. And just to give you a bit of a teaser on what we're probably going to be working on, some of this stuff on the edges of the water, that's bothered people in the past because I made it very regular. It doesn't look like natural terrain. And that was by design. I wanted this whole area to be flat so I had something to work on. But at least on the edges of the water, I'm thinking we can make it a little bit more natural like this part is. So that's one thing, updating the terrain, doing a little bit of terraforming. Another, on the material side of things, we're going to need a couple things to build a forum. And one of those will probably be sand and sandstone, which, to be fair, I do have a decent amount of. But it's not enough. We are going to need more. So I have an idea for that we actually might start with. But depending on time, there's a few things I'd like to try. I'm not sure if we're going to get to it in this video. But ideas that I have, I like to do a wither fight each video, and it's kind of a pain to get those skulls. So I was thinking, why not make another skeleton farm? There's some villagers missing that we can get. So as you can see, there's a lot we still can work on. It's just about prioritization and sticking to the plan. So that being said, I do want to start a little bit on the material gathering front, and to make that a little bit easier on ourselves, we're going to take the water elevator down to the mine. And I'm pretty sure at some point we found a lava pool down here. Once again, I'm forgetting a lot about this world because up to 500 days, that I recorded about 6 months ago. Last video I just did, 600 days, that reminded me of a good amount, but I'm still unfamiliar with where a lot of things are. That's the old Roman memory for you. Okay, so that was a lot easier than I expected. And obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but the reason we're here is because I need obsidian. So let's spend a few minutes doing this. There we go. Where did I put my water? There you are. So 24 should be plenty, and there's a really good reason that we're doing this. Back up we go. Essentially, because I think we're going to need a lot more sand and sandstone, and where we got this, it wasn't local, let's say. We, I think, need to burn through like 32 rockets flying to the nearest desert, and I don't want to do that constantly every time that we run out. Got to make an easier way there. So maybe we sleep through the night and then tomorrow we fly to the desert and we can use the obsidian to start making a bit of an easier way to get there. All right, so let's grab a little extra here. Have a chat with the villager just to make sure that my elytra is fully mended. Thank you, sir. There we go, looking good. And then off we go to the desert, which I really hope is in this direction. I think we're about halfway there. It's the second Guardian Temple that I passed. That's another idea. We could always make a Guardian farm at some point, but that one kind of scares me, to be honest. Is that it? I think this is it. Whew. So yeah, you can see some of the clear out that we've done here already. And yeah, so it took 28 rockets to get here. Not fun, but essentially all we have to do is build ourselves a portal frame. There we go. So now we've got one here at the desert. And if we light you, looking good. All I have to do is take the coordinates of where this portal is in the overworld, and then either do some math or plug in the coordinates to an online tool. I'll be doing the latter. I don't trust myself. And then we can find out where that corresponds in the nether and build a portal on the nether roof. Because everything in the nether, basically you divide it by 8, so you can travel much more quickly in the nether than you can in the overworld. So that's a little weird. I am going to take down these coordinates and then we will fly back, which is a lot of fun. Then we'll head to the nether and just make sure this links up properly. Okay, hopefully I did that correctly and we can head back. But yeah, this, like I said, this is the area we harvested most of the sand and the sandstone that we needed to build the arena. And as you can see, it was no small amount that it took to make that structure. And I don't know if the forum is going to be bigger, smaller, but about the same size probably overall, just more sprawling if I am thinking about it right. So yeah, we might be doing something similar. A lot more damage here. I'm looking at you, big guy. Anyway, let's head back and link up our portal so it makes this a lot easier. Whoa, hey, what is this? Who are you? Ow. There's a portal in the sky and I must investigate. Don't tell me this is the one from, is that the one from the Froglight farm? We gotta check this out. I don't know where. Oh wait, we're in a Basalt Delta. So yeah, this is the one from the Froglight farm. But wait a minute. Is this incredibly lucky? So in the last video, we did a Froglight farm and I made a portal up on the roof. It was in the wrong spot. It was over the ocean, like that one we just saw. So we rebuilt it, but I didn't destroy the one in the ocean. It looks like I was already heading off towards the desert. I didn't realize that. But it had to be in a Basalt Delta, which is where we are now. But we're also in a nether fortress. Isn't that that's like the perfect spot to get wither skeletons, isn't it? I might be getting excited about nothing, but I think this is perfect. Like I couldn't have even planned this. This is more perfect. If we want to build a wither skeleton farm, I think this is the ideal place to do it. I can't believe how well that worked out. I could be wrong though. We'll look into this later. But I mean, things are looking really good. This is like ideal. Okay, so we're definitely taking these coordinates down and then we'll come back and we'll, I mean, I really hope I'm not wrong. I think this is perfect. All right, I'll stop going on about it. Let me take down these coordinates and then we'll get back to work. And then because I'm smart, we'll put some of these around it just to leave a bit of a reminder that that's what this portal leads to. And some basalt as well. There we go. I'm so happy about that find. I cannot believe my luck. There was no trickery there, citizen. That's truly Roman luck. I flew up really high and now I can't see a thing, but it sounds like I'm still moving, so that's good. Well, there's a familiar sight, and we made it. So now I just need to plug in those coordinates and figure out where to build this in the nether. All right, got him. Let's head to the nether, build the new portal, and then just make sure that it links up where we expect it to. Okay, so that is the direction of the Froglight farm, and I think it's going to be in the same direction because we ran into that other portal pretty quickly after we left the desert. Yep, there's the Froglight farm, and you can see we're in a Basalt Delta. So I think we built the other portal like right around here. So where we found that one above the ocean, this is that spot in the nether. Super lucky. And this should be the spot for our new portal. Look at how close we are. That works out really well. Let's just hope I do this right. So, once again, when we light this, this should lead us directly to the desert. So let's find out. Yes! I'm so smart, citizen. No, don't comment on that. So it took us what, like almost 30 rockets to get one way? It's maybe 2 in the nether, just to give you an idea. So, big improvement. And all that did do a number on bird feathers plus wax, as you can see. So maybe we go to our XP farm, just make sure everything is fully healed. Then we might come back, we might give it a minute. I'll decide on the way. At some point, we need to make an actual nether hub. I mean, I don't mind just flying and following the lanterns. They're really creepy trail of lanterns. But I don't know, something nice might be kind of cool. Also, by the way, the Legion is looking wonderful as usual. Keep at it, Legionaries. Okay, I made a decision. Before we head to the XP farm, I want to try my hand at some of this terraforming. Because some areas, it's like this, just steps going up. Some, it's kind of natural because I just never did anything to it. And over here by the platform in particular, it's, oh, wonderful. Hello, Rain. I missed you. Anyway, yeah, this part is in particular a bit odd just because it's a straight, like, right corner. So I kind of thought stone over there, we can kind of start connecting it and making it a bit more natural. Maybe even link it up to the Legion platform and then come around and link it up on that side. So just make it a much more natural shoreline. And yes, I have plenty of things to help me with that. One thing though, if we're covering this up, I'm worried about leaving this all dark down here. And I'm pretty sure... Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. See, you try to just leave a nice little pond in your base. I mean, not that nice, but you just try to leave this here and look what happens. There's 13, 14 of them down here. I'm not going to do anything about it. This is just going to be some sort of strange like zoo that we've got going on down here. What I was going to say before that was, I mean, we've got the frog lights now. May as well just run around everywhere, throw a couple down. We're not going to be able to see them for the most part if we're covering this up, but I don't like the idea of just endless dark areas down here. So once we've dropped a good amount of these, we can start terraforming. I should probably come and collect all this gravel at some point too. I think that'll come in handy. There's a lot of it. Wow. That does look cool though, the frog lights underwater. Maybe I use that after we finish. I mean, the glowstone isn't bad. Something about frog lights though, I'm a big fan. It would help if I knew how to get out of this cave. There we go. Okay, we should be good there now. Okay, bright, shiny new day. Let's start by... We'll start way over here at the edge of our base. Beautiful rainbow, by the way. And what I think I'll do is start with a dirt path, like a line that just kind of is a wavy line that gives us the outline of what might look good. Then we can obviously just build on that and make things look a bit more natural. Here we go. So something like that. We'll just do that all the way around. I don't know if it's going to be the final shape or not, but it should be an improvement. And then I brought a bunch of sand too, because I think we should fix this. I think I dug something out at one point and this whole thing collapsed. It doesn't look bad. Maybe we keep it. I don't know. We'll see what we do. And then if we kind of hug this up against the Legion platform, we can walk to it for once instead of having to swim or fly each time. Hello, dolphin. You like the frog lights that I put down there? Yeah, they love it. How do we feel about that as a coastline? And a little bit over here too. And we'll be mixing in dirt and sand and obviously building that up to meet the top here a little bit more naturally. But I think that should work. So why don't we fill it in and just give ourselves a flat area to work with. Flat area to work with so we can get rid of flat areas. Makes perfect sense. I don't think we're going to run out of dirt. Should probably be fine. Ooh, you know what I just realized I'm doing? I'm making spawnable platforms that are not lit up yet. Smart. Oh, so close. That was the only part left. We'll do it tomorrow. All right, now it's time to get serious. There we go. I also think it's probably time to cut to cinematic mode. I'm gonna zone out and work on some terraforming. You can watch it happen much more quickly, and maybe it's time for a Roman fact. You're absolutely right, time to talk about Rome. Recently I've been reading up on the Punic Wars, conflicts that took place between Rome and Carthage. The most recognizable name from this period is probably Hannibal, who led Carthage in the Second Punic War. I knew a bit about that, but what I just recently learned about was Hannibal's backstory, how he rose to power, and why he fought Rome. Hannibal's father, Hamilcar Barca, was a Carthaginian general during the First Punic War. In fact, it was Hamilcar who led the forces right up to the end of the First Punic War and had to come to terms with Rome for peace. Rome came out on top during this time and gained command over the island of Sicily, which was a loss for Hamilcar. Because of this loss in the First Punic War, Hamilcar made his son Hannibal swear an oath of revenge against the Romans, one that he remembered later in his life. To make a long story short, between the First and Second Punic Wars, Hamilcar built a power base in Spain and made himself kind of a quasi-king while his son Hannibal grew up in army camps. This was how Hannibal earned the respect and loyalty of his troops, essentially by growing up with them and treating them all with respect. After his father Hamilcar passed away, eventually Hannibal took control of the army and his father's land so that he could launch into the Second Punic War. There's a lot more to say about that, but we're out of time for now. Maybe we'll pick it back up later. Okay, so I just put a bunch of work into it, and obviously, it's not the straight lines anymore. We've got a couple, it's just, more curves and irregular slopes leading up. But last up, I do want to extend the sand that you see here, so that beach should kind of wrap around here and get closer to the Legion platform. We might put a little on the other side, I'm not sure. So that was just the dirt part. Now we got to work on sand, and then I do want to probably add some vegetation to it. And by the way, we're not just doing this for kicks. I think it'll come into place when we start building our forum, because while I'm not 100% sure, I know that you can't see it now, but off in this direction, there's a village. Off in this direction, there's like a forest or something. It seems more logical to start building out toward the sea. So whether the forum just kind of starts to hug the area here or surrounds the Legion platform, or even if it's underneath the arena, I do want it heading off in this direction. So that's one of the reasons we're doing this. We'll end up using this landscape as an entryway, or there will be a path leading through it, something. So there's a reason behind all this madness, don't you worry. And I mean, we're here, we've got to do this, right? Who will face me? Ah, suddenly brave, huh? Interesting. How did I one-shot that creeper? That was nice. Ooh, gotcha, sucker. Bam! Is it a little bright out for you? Oh no. Oh, come on. No goobers, no goobers, no baby goobers. Okay. It was daylight, so they didn't mind. Head right back into my wither roses, thank you. Ah, see, that's how you use traps to your advantage. Okay, that's enough fun for one day. And last video we got more wither roses. Maybe we should add a few more. And ow, that's rude. I'm trying to talk. But yeah, maybe we add a few more. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if the system picks this up. I just threw all the spoils right here. Is that going to get picked up? There it goes. Nice. It works. I mean, I knew it works, but it still works. Gotta keep those skills sharp. All right, let's head back and then we can work on phase 2 of the terraforming. Banzai! So let's grab all of this. And believe it or not, we did a decent chunk on these chests full of dirt. We had 2 that were overflowing, and now look at them, so that's quite a bit. Let's also get the sandstone, because I'll show you why. If this is where we want to add more sand, rather than going around and, placing it on this edge and then having it fall and then having to build a big, tower of sand before anything works, I think I'd rather just use the sandstone and start doing something like this. That way we'll save on our sand. It's still a similar color. Should look good. Which I guess means we are going to fill this in, at least somewhat. Yeah, because I mean, even as I'm placing things just keep falling. All that sand keeps falling, so let's just fill this in. There we go. So now we've got, you kind of can't see it, but we've got sandstone down here, which means we can start filling in some of the sand. Could even leave a little pool right here if we wanted to. There we go. So now that's extended a little bit. And do we want to go any further than that? Maybe just a little bit here. There we go. Okay, that's probably good for now. We can always come back and do more, but let's get some flowers and bone meal and just make this look again a little bit more natural. All right, what do we have? Just get a little bit of everything. And now we can run along, bone meal everything, and then we'll kind of just go through with flowers and fill it in to make it a bit more colorful, because I think around here we mainly just get the, I can't remember what those are called. I think they're dandelions and poppies and things like that, so let's do that. Okay, so that's looking a bit more natural now. So let's just take a run through with the vegetation and add things like the cactus. This is our little oasis here. Just so we have a bit more variety. But yeah, by the way, in the last video, I got these orange tulips to make orange dye. Found out later, I'm pretty sure you can make orange dye by mixing other ones. And don't ask me because I'm bad at that, but I think it's like red and yellow, probably. So yeah, I didn't need to do that on multiple fronts, but at least we've got them for this now. I think too, if you bone meal a flower that's 2 blocks tall, you get additional ones. Yeah, nice. Unlimited lilac. Can never have too much lilac. That's what we say in the Roman army, the gruff Roman army. Never too much lilac. Okay, that should be looking better now. There you go. A little bit more going on. More natural. Looks a lot better. Let's do one more look from up here. And kind of difficult to see the vegetation from up here, but it does add a little bit of a, I want to say like noise to it, which sounds like a bad thing, but it's actually good. There's other things we can do, like right here where it's still uniform because it leads down to the bamboo farm. We could turn that into a stairway. Same thing goes for the dock over here. We could add stairs instead. I'm going to kind of put a pin in that. That's a mental note for myself. Something we can work on. I'm not going to do it right now, but eventually probably. But I want to pause now because I think we did some good work over there and think about what the next step I want to take is. Potentially figure out what we're going to build the forum out of. So I have a suspicion there's going to be a lot of sandstone and a lot of concrete, maybe some terracotta, things like that. We may go to the desert in a minute and start to do some collecting. Why is there so much dirt in the stone chest? But first, I had one thing I wanted to do at the base while we're here. Let's grab 2 stone cutters. And earlier, I threw some carrots and potatoes in the villager house. And it actually hasn't been that long, so hopefully they've been active in there. Because I think everybody has a job in here so far. Okay, well, we've at least got one new one. I'm hoping we can get 2 and make ourselves some mason villagers. Oh, there's another one. Okay. So as soon as they grow up, let's see if we can get some masons. It's not a villager that I've ever used before that I'm aware of. And yes, I know I should have used that in my cave-only world. I could have traded all that clay and just had a much easier... Excuse me. Do you mind, big fella? They do that every time. They do it on purpose. Anyway, go check out the cave-only world. That was a pretty cool one, but yeah, I kind of missed an opportunity there. But the reason I'd like to have them in this world is because I think we can get some decent trades when they level up a bit and have easier access to some of the materials we might want to use for the forum rather than having to go out and collect it all. They really don't deserve such a nice house over here. This is beautiful. They've got a view of the Legion platform. Now they've got some nice flowers to look at, nice balcony. This place is really nice and none of you have earned it. Anyway, since they do trade clay, let's see if we have any. And if not, we might be able to just bring emeralds over there and trade them whatever we can buy. If I was clay, where would I be? Actually, I think I remember using all of my clay for the arena. Yeah, that rings a bell. Let's bring some emeralds over there. And I know we found a lush cave because we've got the glowberries, we've got the axolotl. I know we've been to one before, I just can't remember where it was. I think it was over in that direction somewhere, and there was just like a cave opening we flew down into. Well, I mean, we've got to wait for the villagers anyway. Let's see if I can spot it. And this could be a completely wrong direction, by the way. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, no, that's nothing. Hey, yeah, I called you nothing. What about it? It's a lot of nothings down here. Are you two gonna learn how to get along? Oh, you got the spider in on it now too. Oh, interested in me again, huh? Okay. This is not the area I was thinking of. I was wrong, okay. And that's not it either, I don't think. There was actually a lot out here if I'm remembering correctly, because I'm pretty sure we found a lush cave somewhere around here. At one point, we found a woodland mansion, and I'm pretty sure we found an ancient city. I'm really gonna have to go back and consult my notes because I don't remember where any of this stuff was. I also just got myself turned around. I don't know where I am now. Actually, wait a minute. This looks like Spawn. World Spawn. Brings me back to the first 100 days in this world. We rode down this river. I think this is the river. No, I think we're We're going the wrong way. Oh, no, we're not. Yeah, because I remember seeing this on the horizon. It was really cool looking. The village was up there. And then this is where we decided to settle down. Well, let's just see when they grow up and take the job, what we can trade them. Maybe we have to go find the Lush Cave again. I could try to find my old notes. One would think rather than writing them down on a piece of paper like I'm still doing to this day. Wait, why are you dressed different? That's weird. But yeah, one would think I would just like type them up and put them in like a Google Doc or something. But no, I'm just writing it down. I'm gonna lose it. Well, at least they're still being productive. We've got 4 total now. So 2 masons. I was actually thinking maybe we bring one over there and make a little quartermaster's hut or something, and that could be a leather worker maybe. I'm trying to keep track of all the bairns. I don't want one to grow up and I don't catch it and then I end up waiting for another one. What are you looking at? Creeps me out that they stick around each other, like they hover, they travel in a gang. And you know they're just running around picking people's pockets. I think I mentioned that before. They're basically like a little gang of Cockney children that are running around London just picking pockets and getting into no good. While we're waiting, I was thinking about it. Didn't we find the Lush Cave right where we found the pandas? Over in Lunchbox's original domain. I think it was off in that direction. I went that way. So maybe if we need to, I'll head off in that direction and we can take a look. Why was I thinking it took 10 minutes for them to grow up? Because this feels like it's taking a lot longer. And maybe it's just because it's annoying watching these little brats all day. Oh, did we run out of beds? Uh-oh. Where are you gonna sleep? And hello. Wakes up to grow up, goes back to bed, takes your bed. You are in a pickle, aren't you? How did we even spawn in more villagers than we had beds? I didn't think that was possible. But unfortunately for you, you lost the game of musical beds. That's a bit odd. What's happening right there? What are you doing? Are you trying to push them out? It's not gonna work, my guy. But let's get one more of these to grow up, and then I think tomorrow we can try with all the trading. That's right, I'm talking to you, little one. Is that creepy? That's probably creepy. Just gonna slowly back away. Oop, I think we got it. Yep, you grew up. Okay. Oh, what, this? No, this is my bed. Sorry, my friend. You snossed, you lost. Okay, so one of them, or both of them, should take that job. There we go. What do you got? Okay, so we can buy bricks. That's probably an easier way to go about it than finding clay. Eventually, I want to find that, Can you not do that while I'm trying to trade with you? Ugh. Avert your eyes, citizens. Anyway, eventually I want to find that Lush Cave again, but geez, wrap up. Okay, whatever. Let's just buy bricks until... Oh, that didn't take long. Level both of them up, and we can buy chiseled stone brick. Okay. Heal up our tools as we do this. Dripstone block. Okay. Don't really need it, but if you insist. And you don't sell anything. You buy things. We're gonna have to wait for you to refresh. Okay, so you sell light gray glazed terracotta. Maybe we can use it. Yellow terracotta, again, maybe. And finally, quartz pillar and block of quartz. Those I do think we'll get a lot of use out of, so we'll start now by buying as much as we can. It will take absolutely forever to do this unless we had like 10 masons. We may end up doing that. It's basically, do I want to spend hours in the nether gathering quartz, or do I want to get 10 or 20 masons? Ooh, okay, this is interesting. I'm not deciding yet, but I am gonna get myself prepared. Rather than waiting again for villagers to grow up, why don't we, let's just make a ton of beds. That way, at least we have the villagers if we end up needing them. Okay, got my beds. We're about to make that one guy very happy because he'll definitely have enough for a bed now. So let's just line the area. Hopefully we'll get more villagers. And then if we need to, we can just, well, I'll probably move them somewhere. I don't want just like 10 masons hovering around in here. I'm already running out of room to place beds as it is. And there's not really any additional room over here. Where would we put them? Getting a bit distracted here. Actually, what we probably could do is make a basement and fill it with stonemasons. Just kind of banish them to the basement. Might intersect with the water. I mean, it's doable. We'll be able to do it. In fact, I can dig it out really quick. You can probably tell I've already kind of made up my mind. Not really interested in that many nether trips. I've already got a couple ideas for the nether. So let's just dig an area out. We'll plan on trapping villagers down there. and make, let's say, 10 masons to start off with. Not going to finish it now, but at least we can get started. And let's say right here. This seems like a good spot. Yeah, see, it'll be inconspicuous. Nobody will even know it's here, right? Just remember, snitches get stitches. That being said... Ow. Should be easy enough to do this. Get out. Yep. Okay. Let's see. We need it to be how deep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Whoa, okay. See, you try to make it even with an even 10, and this is what happens to you. You gotta hang out with all of them. Okay. Not 10. We are gonna go 9. And then I think what we do right now is we'll just dig out the area for it, and then we can come back later, design it all, make it look nice, transfer the villagers down. It'll be easy, right? Speaking of easy, let's just go ahead and fill some of this back in. Nothing can ever be easy, can it? It might actually be kind of funny if we had a window showing those guys, though I wonder if it'll line up. I don't know if I ever collected sponges in this world, but it's kind of seeming like that would be a helpful thing to have right about now. For that size of room, that was a lot of work. And we're not even done yet. I want to see if we can view the super rare underwater iron golem. We certainly can. Look at those. So maybe this part we just come back with glass and cover this up so we can see them over here. That is, I don't know what is going on. That is such a weird, like, AI behavior that they all just head for that pit right there. Let's do a little bit further back, then I'm going to call it done for now. Ooh, this is a pain. Is this it after I cover this up? Finally. Then we just take it right back out. The things I do for villagers. Okay, so we have space now. We can decorate this area, have enough room to put probably around 12 villagers down here. So at some point we'll get the villagers down. Well, I was going to say they can survive the fall, but I'll just put water there. And of course we'll decorate it. This looks not great. And then hopefully we've got a steady stream of things coming in for building our forum. In the meantime, you still need to be leveled up. I will take more of these. And you sell gray terracotta and cyan glazed terracotta. That does not look gray. That looks brown to me. I'll take 20. And now they both sell the quartz pillars and blocks of quartz. So at least we've got some amount of a stream of those coming in. It's gonna take a while and it's pretty expensive to do that. I'll do my plan. I'll get a bunch of masons. Can you not crowd me, please? And we'll have that available. That's going to be a steady stream of quartz coming in. But I still think we're going to use the desert because I want to make concrete and sandstone. It's going to be a blend of all those different things. Oh, by the way, do we need more food in here? Are they making more baby villagers? No, I don't think they are. Okay, welcome to 100 days babysitting villagers. For now, I'm just kind of throwing everything in here because I don't know what I want to do with it. Oh, we did have clay. It was in the coal chest. Which means I can move the bricks over there. Do we have a need for bricks? I don't know if I'll need to use that at all for the forum. Maybe. We might. We shall see. And for now, we need Cleopatra because we're going to take a run through all of these and basically just give it all to the villagers. Doesn't matter how many times you do this, it's just so satisfying. When I retire from military life and leave the Legion, this is what I'm going to do all day. Just head to my provincial farm, work the land. I'll be a real Cincinnatus. So many carrots. Gimme, 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 gimme. And Patchouli. And that should probably be good. Back in the box for you, Cleopatra. Drop off all of our special baby-making potatoes and carrots. Strong aphrodisiacs. Carrots and potatoes, by the way. And it's already working. I didn't want them back, especially after they've been in your dirty pockets. Look at them trading them around over there. Whoa! Just throwing them everywhere. 2 babies immediately come out. It's working. Jeez, that is madness. Let's get out of here. So yeah, we're gonna give it some time. Let all of the villagers be, we'll just say brought into existence. Give them some time to grow up. At that point, we can go down, decorate, move the masons in. You get the idea. But in the meantime, I think I kind of have the itch to work on a farm, like an auto farm, not a produce farm. And this one worries me just a little bit. Not only is it dangerous, it's a bit more complex than I'm used to, but we're all about growth here in the Legion, so we've got to give it a shot. And this one in particular, I think it's going to be worth it. So let me start to prep for that, and then we'll start talking you through it. All right, did some organizing. Got 3 empty shulker boxes, so let's start filling this with stuff I think I'm going to need. And by think I'm gonna need, I mean yes, I'm using a tutorial, so I'm gonna just look down the list and see what I've got on hand. Ooh, I'm gonna need a lot more obsidian. I was starting to make some progress, but I need 58 obsidian. Great. To the mines! We might clear out that lava pool entirely. Alright, this should be fun. Okay, we've got over a stack now, which means we should be okay. Stack and 4. So let's head back and continue getting together what we're gonna need. Here we go. So why don't we bring a stack with, and we'll leave the rest here in case we need it. Ooh, I need 4 turtle eggs and I have 3. That actually shouldn't be that bad to take care of. If I remember correctly, there are turtles right over here, I thought. There you are. Who's interested in giving me some eggs? Oh, all of you are. There we go. Look at that. This is a nice, I mean, this area is really great. There's turtles right here. There are so many things right around us. I know there's a guardian temple out there somewhere. Just anything we might need, it seems, is really close by. Get some extra of this. I almost left without actually picking up the turtle eggs. The turtle eggs? Where are they? You sitting on them? Where's the turtle eggs? I saw you all doing your thing. Wait, okay, are you doing it again? What is going on here? He's just freaking out, but there's no eggs. Okay, what did I do wrong? Do you need more? Need some more seagrass? Oh, there's one. I mean, technically all that I need is one, but I fed all of you. Where's the other eggs? This one is just stuck in the ground. Yep, officially stuck, floating in midair, and it can't go anywhere. What is going on with my turtles? This is so weird. Okay, here's some more right here. All right, I don't know what's going on. Let's get these and let's get out of here. All right, have fun being weird turtles, you weirdos. Anyway, I need cobwebs, and I don't think I've ever collected cobwebs. Also, surprise, surprise, I don't remember if and where a mine shaft is. Okay, so we've got everything that we need except for cobweb, which means we're going back down to the mine to see if I ever found a mine shaft. I don't know if I did. I can't remember in this world. I guess we'll just head up the stairs and look both ways as we're going up, see if I ever ran into one. Okay, this I remember. This is our geode, which while we're here, no harm in doing some collecting, and I love that sound. I'm also exposing as many sides as I can without doing too much damage of each one of these. That way, more of the amethyst clusters can grow. Not a bad day's work, but that's also not why we're here. Would there also happen to be a mine shaft around here anywhere? Fortunately, this keeps going for a while, so we can at least explore a little bit. I mean, clearly, I've already explored this area. Ooh, speaking of lush caves, this doesn't appear to be one. There's one spore blossom. Oh wait, never mind. Ooh, look what I see. And a lush cave. This is right beneath our base. We don't need to go and find another one. Well, look at us, citizen. Over 600 days in and we're still finding new things. Whoa, wasn't talking about you. Ugh, gross. Okay, I can't get too sidetracked. I will note down, the coordinates. Hey, buddy. And then we'll have our own lush cave if we need to. We can come back here. Much, much closer to home. And then I'm pretty sure when I looked up there, I saw a mine shaft. So we'll head over there next. Okay, got that. Now I see you up there. It looks, hopefully it's not small. Excuse me, buddy. I don't even care if it's small. I just need 3 cobweb. Ooh, this is a bad... Well, wait. Please, 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 please. No, not just this. There's gotta be more. Can't do this to me. Just tempt me with a little tiny bit that has no cobwebs whatsoever. Is that rare? Deep slate coal? Let's grab it, just in case. And I guess I'm just gonna dig around this area, because there's no way. There can't be a mine shaft that's just 2 little bits of plank. Is this new? Okay, this is new. Yes. Okay, there's 1. Please tell me there's more. And I must have gotten it before because I didn't see the new item found or whatever notification come up. But still, seriously, just this one little bit? There's gotta be more. It's like surrounded by water on all sides, but it's just not turning into more mine shaft. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this looks a lot more like it. Okay, so let's get what we need. A little bit extra just in case. I do wonder how close we are to the base at this point. I kinda went around in circles, so I lost my bearings. I guess we maybe just find the highest point and then dig our way up, because I'm very curious where this comes out and if it'll be easy to get back here again if we need to from the base. It's another dead end. I'm sure this thing keeps going. It's just none of it's connected. It's all got walls and stuff between it. Like, you know, if you just dug into one side, you'd like run into another one or something, but I already got what I needed. I think from here, we're just going to dig up and see where we come out. And I'm starting to hear lava, so that's a good sign. Yep, sarcasm. Oop. Was that water? We hit gravel and water. Okay, but we're out. That wasn't too far down, actually. But I don't want to forget where it was. So we're going to build a little indicator. And it's raining. Beautiful. Where am I? Okay. So if we need a lush cave and a mine shaft, this is where we can go. So, not a bad trip, I suppose. Okay, so 3 cobwebs. We are now apparently good to go, except for nether bricks. We're going to need a lot more of those. However, if we are going to make a wither skeleton farm, you remember how excited I got earlier because we just lucked into that nether fortress that was in Basalt Delta? That was the wrong biome. Apparently, it's supposed to be a soul sand valley. So, tomorrow, when we wake up, that's what we're doing. We're heading to the nether, and we're going to fly around, look for a nether fortress, and it has to be in a soul sand valley. Actually, another note, the farm recommends that you use invisibility potions while you're building it, just because there's going to be mobs everywhere. I'm not going to do that, because you have to take all your armor off in order for it to work, and that terrifies me. So, we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way and see if we can do that without... Well, I mean, we're gonna have mobs all around us, but hopefully we can just fight them off as we go. Okay, time for some fun. And I guess I actually do have an idea that might make this a little bit easier. So for instance, when we go into the nether portal, now we're up on the nether roof, and it's a lot easier to fly around up here. So kind of like we did when we were building the Froglight farm, I'm just gonna fly around, keeping, if you press F3 on Java version, you can see what biome you're in. So I'm going to keep that on, fly around, find a couple Soul Sand Valley biomes, and then note down the coordinates. That way, when we go down there, we can just kind of head directly to it, look for another fortress. All right, so I'll let you know what we come up with. Ooh, okay, there's one here. Actually, this is just a hot area. That's our Froglight farm over there, the Basalt Deltas. Now that we just went past it, this is a Soul Sand Valley. You can kind of tell from the little falling particles there. Let's go down and check it out. We can always come back up and find more if we need to, but it kind of seems like those biomes are typically pretty large. So I like our chances, citizen. It's actually not crazy far away, about 700 blocks or so, 700 or 800. And it looks like it's off in that direction. So fortunately, we can, 1, use these paths that we already dug through, and 2, we can continue to dig a path like this, and rather than make it too difficult, we'll just have a little tunnel leading our way there. Ooh, this is always so much fun. All right, so what did we open up to? Not what we're looking for, but it is an open area, so I think if we just build a platform here, it might be easier to fly from this point. Hopefully we can find our way back here when we need to, but I think we're just gonna go out and take a look. All right, off we go. And I just put that marker there because, ooh, geez, lava's still falling from the ceiling. This is where we need to turn, so now, instead of going this way, we go this way. Oh, okay. You would think this would be, like, just very easy if you have the coordinates, but as it turns out, it's not. Okay, so it should be off in that direction. Well, luckily it opened up again. Let's just try to fly over. Okay, here's the Basalt Deltas, the one where we spawned in. So there should be another portal around here somewhere. But we want to keep going. It's a little bit further. And here it is. This is the one. And what do you know? Look at that. Get out of the way, Ghast. That might actually be the same nether fortress because it's, like, close to that other one. So I think we lucked out just having another fortress on the border of a Soul Sand Valley and a Basalt Delta. So we've got this. I got to run around, mark some coordinates. Then I think we'll be good to get started. Get out of here. Can't you see I'm working? Hey, big guy. Let's actually, while we're here, let's collect the nether brick that we need because it is quite a lot. And then as I was looking around here, like there were 2 ghasts in the air, blaze on at least 3 sides of me. The wither skeletons are spawning everywhere, which is a good thing, but it's making me think maybe the invisibility potions aren't such a bad idea after all. It's going to be very difficult to get anything done. I mean, there's those 2 there, there's one up there. I can see 3 more over there. I mean, that's actually encouraging. There's magma cubes. So yeah, I mean, this, having to put up with that constantly as we're trying to build, I don't know if it's going to be doable. So maybe we collect all this. I got all the coordinates down. Then we head back and figure out invisibility potions. I'm still so nervous about that. Even just gathering these bricks is a pain. Hey, buddy. Don't really want to play right now. Gonna be plenty of time for that when we're done with all this. Also, I think I see a blaze spawner up here. We don't need blaze. We've got the one at our other nether fortress. So we're just gonna get rid of... Are you kidding me? Get rid of it. Had to spawn in 3 for your last hurrah. Is there another blaze spawner over there, or what's going on? In case you can't tell, I don't like the nether. I think there is another blaze spawner right there. Let's check. It's worth getting rid of. Yep, there is. And every time I do that, 5 pop out or something. And these guys are all behind me. Oh man, this is a mess. I really should have done this sooner. Just look at how many are spawning in. Compared to how long it took me last time, the last 5 or 6 times. And to be fair, you all told me. I got comments that told me you should find a different biome. It's easier there. Just never got around to it. All right, with what we have already in the shulker box, plus what I've got, and filling up the current stack, I think we'll be good. Okay, so now with all of that, yeah, I think that should be enough. So really at this point, I say we just find our way back. Just gonna finish this here, but yeah, find our way back, figure out invisibility potions, and then I'll just review the steps of the farm. I think it's similar where we're gonna have to get a portal up on the nether roof. But in the meantime, I've had enough of this. Let's try to find our way out of here. I hate this place. Ooh, I think that's our spot right there. Yep, there we go. And now, once we find that pillar, we take a turn. We should be home free. There it is. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It's because I'm smart, citizen. I prepared. And then we just head up and out. There we go. And it looks like we're just in time for bed, I think. So small problem, I have no idea how to make potions of invisibility, but I can solve that. I'm just gonna look it up real quick. Okay, I think I've got it. So apparently for potions of invisibility, similar start as usual. It's just gonna be the water bottles with nether wart, and that gets our awkward potion. Now, interestingly enough, we have to go to a golden carrot next. And then that should give us Potion of Night Vision. And then this is a new one for me. Apparently you have to do 2 different things, like by which I mean you get a certain potion, Potion of Night Vision, and then you add a fermented spider eye. That's supposed to, yeah, it's going. That's supposed to give us the invisibility potion. And it did. Okay, it's 3 minutes. We should be able to extend it by using redstone. And there we go. Invisibility that lasts 8 minutes. And we've got 3 of them. I think I'm gonna do it twice, get 6 just to be safe. So one of those, one of these. Yeah, we'll just go through that whole same process one more time. Ooh, I'm gonna run out of power. There we go, just in case. And last step. And yeah, I did run out. Okay, that was a good call, Legion. And there we go. Now we've got 6. So everything we should need for the farm is now in here. Man, I'm still so nervous about that invisibility. Let's bring some of these as well. Here we go. Now I'm going to watch the tutorial a couple times through, just make sure I've kind of got it, the idea of what we need to do. Then we're going to head back, build this farm. And once that's complete, it'll give us an easier way to fight the Wither every video. Plus, I think it's just a good farm to have, but it also frees us up to spend basically the rest of the video working on the forum. Looking forward to it, citizen. Now that we have everything, it's kind of hard to keep putting it off, but I'm so scared. Let's at least get back to the area of where we're going to be building this and kind of just one foot in front of the other, right, citizen? Before we get there, I'll mention I'm definitely going to be doing a time lapse for this, because while I'd like to talk you through it as I'm working on it, I just need to concentrate. I want to get through this as quickly as possible, make no mistakes. I'm going to have to be using the invisibility potions, and I will be terrified the whole time. So yeah, this will definitely be a third-person view build. Oh, hey, buddy. One side, chummy. Okay, hopefully this is as simple as it was last time. Look at the memory on Legion. I remembered where to go. Okay, last leg of the journey. I think it was off in this direction. Get out of here, Ghast. And then a quick left. I definitely didn't go the right way, but this is huge in here. Okay, there we go. We're back on track. I don't know what I did, but this is the right direction. Oh, great. Our Ghast friends are still here. That's good to know. Okay, I need a place to get prepped because we need to get our invisibility potion and... Ow. Clear out as many blaze as we can. I think we'll be building the farm right above this. So maybe we go here, clear out as many mobs as we can, bridge over. I'll build like a safety hut or something, then we can do the invisibility potion and get prepped. This is my platform now. Even though I took out the blaze spawners, there's still a ton of these things everywhere. Oh yeah, this is when I want invisible blocks. That's very helpful. Thank you, game. Okay, now we've got a way to come over here and have a tactical retreat if needed. So I guess the only thing to do is get prepped over here and use the invisibility and get started. Okay, this will be our area to get prepped. Hopefully safe-ish in my hut of cowardice. Ooh, okay, we gotta get started. I need a pep talk. I need a pep talk, citizen. Talk to me. Tell me I can do this. Okay, thank you. That helped. The last bit about my attractive calves was a bit odd, but thanks anyway. Okay, let's make our hotbar as safe as possible, I guess. I mean, technically speaking, we shouldn't need either one of those, so just the pickaxe. We've got food, rockets, another totem, potion. I'm gonna keep the elytra here, so if I need it, I can quickly put it on, but everything else has to come off. And just to test this, I can right-click and that puts it on quickly. Okay. Ooh, boy, I hate this. Okay, I'm going to switch to time-lapse mode and just concentrate, and we're gonna finish this portion as quickly as possible. Wish me luck, citizen. Here we go. Whoa, look at that. Hopefully they can't see the things I'm holding. I don't know how that makes sense, but we'll see. Into time-lapse. All right, citizens, real talk time. I was absolutely terrified the entire time I was building this. Surrounded by things that could easily bring this entire world to an end in seconds. And of course, the invisibility potion was about 90% foolproof. There are a couple times you can see here that, for example, a ghast decided to float literally on top of me so that it noticed me and started attacking point blank. I had to throw on the elytra, quickly fly away until it was safe, and then bridge my way back over and hope that nothing noticed me. Anyway, like I was saying, at this point, I've spent nearly 150 hours in this world. And all that hard work, the love, the care, just zoop, gone. That's all I could think about, and my hands felt so unsteady. I was holding shift down with probably 10 pounds of pressure when an ounce would do. I was just in pieces the entire time. Invisibility failed me again later when a blaze set me on fire and it floated too close, ended up seeing me, set me on fire, all that, but I survived, and it was all, of course, due to my Roman tenacity. Overall, things ended up working out, and I emerged from the other side a stronger Legion. I don't know that I've ever been so scared in my entire life. Yes, please, I will take all of this again. Okay, I think at least the rest, we don't have to be here. Also, look at me. Haunted netherite armor. Ghost Legion. And this is the good Ghost Legion. Bad Ghost Legion is when we're in spectator mode because we died in a hardcore world. But I am so glad to be done with that. Now we need to head back and get up on the nether roof. I took the coordinates of the portal that was built up there, and I think that's what we need for the next steps. So, yeah, let's find our way out of here. But, I mean, if we stop real quick, not overly complex, but just really difficult to build. I really hope this thing works well. But yeah, let's see if we can find our way back and then work on the next part of the farm. Every time I do this, I find some new and exciting way to find my way back. I mean, I get there eventually, but that was not the way we came. Okay, now we just need to head for the coordinates of that portal I built back at the farm, which is right there. So not too far from our Froglight farm. And now we need to tower up. I probably should have gotten the materials I needed before I got up here, but I like to live dangerously. Actually, no, I really don't. And apparently, once we have the chunk borders shown, all we need to do is find the center, like that. And this is going to be our AFK platform, allegedly. At this point, I have really no idea what I'm doing, or why we have a portal here. I guess we're going to find out. I guess this is the slaying platform. Yep, I'm officially confused. I think what's going to happen, there's some system of nether portals that all the wither skeletons are going to jump into the portal down below that we built. That's going to have them go to the overworld, which we haven't started yet. Then they're going to come out of one of these and drop down for... I don't really know. Somebody much smarter than me put all this together. But I think this part is just about done. Whatever's going on. And now we can officially go through this portal. And look at us, we're in the desert, next to another interesting biome. But unfortunately, we need to now break down this portal, and boom, there we go. And then that was where we came out. Apparently this is where we want to be, so now we can build up. And there we go, that's the correct height. Hello, village. They might get a spectacle over there when this is done. I think what we're building here is the part in the overworld where the wither skeletons will go from one portal to the next and back into the nether. Time to light up these guys. Oh, and it's finally time to use those cobwebs that we worked so hard for. Don't know what the point of this is. Maybe just slow them down a little bit. Now, when we light this one and go through, we're supposed to be back on the AFK platform, so everybody cross your fingers. Hey, look at that, it worked. Get me out of here. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. And apparently the last step is just to go back and remove any of the torches that I put down. Which, is there an easy way to get there? Where does this portal lead? And I guess I could just go through the other one. Let's, this is probably a bad idea. I'm gonna check out where the portals go and try to get back there so that we can remove those torches. Okay, this just leads out here. I don't know what the point of this portal was. Oh, there's our other one. Okay, not sure why this is here. So I think we have to go through both sides. This, could be a problem. There's a possibility there's going to be skeletons on the other side of this. We're good. Okay. This one, though, this should lead us back to that portal, or to the platform that we built. This is also worrisome. Okay. Going back in. That's not right, is it? Okay. Let's go the long way. I really hope this thing works. Ooh, that worries me that portal didn't lead me where I thought I was going to go. Okay, so we just need to run around, get rid of those torches, and then supposedly it's supposed to begin working. Avoid the blaze that are shooting at me, or don't avoid them. That's fine too. I think that's all of them. Is that right? Okay. So nothing yet, but I think that's what the point of the AFK platform is. That'll, you know, spawn things in here more exclusively. So I guess we go give it a try. And really, everybody in the Legion, cross your fingers. I do not want this to be for nothing. That was such a pain to do. It's gotta work. Okay, now we just need to land up there, I guess. And apparently, we're supposed to be able to stand right here. And something about the chunk borders, like if we step back that way, it'll despawn everybody down there, all the skeletons. So we just stand here for a bit because it takes a while for them to kind of gather up in the overworld and get pushed across that bridge. So I'm going to stand here for a bit and just really hope that this works. And we're supposed to start to see them fall down into here and then just be able to collect everything. So I guess we can clean up the inventory a bit while we're waiting. Ooh, our first customer. Oh, citizens, it's working. Oh, look at all of them. All right, I think it's going to be quite easy to get our skulls this time. Can't even take them out fast enough. Probably because I don't think I have sweeping edge on my sword. Yeah, maybe that's something we need to do. Oh, I saw one drop. I bet one of them is wearing it. There it is. We've already got 2. It's been less than a minute and I already have 2 skulls. This is incredible. And there's 3 right there. About 1 minute, maybe like 1 minute and 30 seconds. Something that has taken us multiple hours in the past. Well, let's just load up. Let's get us maybe, I don't know, 6, 9. This is also a coal and bone farm, by the way. Yeah, this works incredibly well. Once again, hats off to Shulkercraft. And if you do want to build this in your world, I'll make sure to drop the link in the description below. Can't recommend it highly enough. This is going to save me so much time in the future. These swords are definitely gumming up the works, though. There's 9 right there. Let's see if we can clear out at least what's in here semi-effectively, and then we can head back. Oh, we got 10. Now I need 12. Kind of also an XP farm, too. I can use this to heal up my tools. All right, that's 12, and my inventory is overflowing. It's just so much fun. These guys gave me so much trouble over the past 600 days. Destroying them makes me happy. Sorry, citizen, that was weird, but look at that. That is just insane. Okay, yep. incredibly happy with that. Look at that. They can't even get out fast enough. But let's take our full inventory and our 12 wither skeleton skulls and head back. I am so happy with that. And anytime we need them, all it is a short flight from our nether portal that's now on the nether roof, so it's not like we even have to spend a lot of time getting there. Definitely took me a couple hours to do that mostly because I'm a scaredy cat and I was going pretty slow, but well worth it. So now we can just have these on backlog. We've got plenty of those. Got coal for days, which makes me think we should probably turn those into blocks. Can I do that with bones too? No, I don't think you can turn them back. Coal, however, that we can make into blocks and essentially just save some space. There we go. The bones, I can't see myself ever needing more than that. And we can always get more very easily. So hello, incinerator. Just kind of chuck all of those in there. There we go. So I am going to clear out the inventory, get all this stuff taken care of, and then we can start thinking about what are the next steps. I got a couple of these left over too. I mean, I used a lot of them. I had 6, so I used 4. But in case we ever need them, they're there. I think we'll definitely be moving on to working on the forum, or at least collecting things that I know I'm going to need for that next, because I haven't really a whole lot this video. But if there's time, it might not be a bad idea to also upgrade how we fight the Wither, since we could do it so much more easily now. Because I know there's a way to do it in the end, like underneath the portal platform, and that kind of just makes everything a lot easier. So if there's time, we might do that as well. After that mostly harrowing experience, I could use a bit of time just doing some decorating. So maybe we work on the little basement of the villager house for a bit, because then we can get those masons set, and that'll help us with gathering materials. It is a step forward in building the forum. This should give us a decent start, just kind of see what comes out of it. But one other thing we will need to visit the bees for. Hello, bees. Now, what do we have already in here? Oh yeah, we've got actually a decent amount of bottles. Let's go through and collect. We haven't done that in quite a while. And everything is overflowing, as you can see. Surprisingly, these 3 at the back weren't full, which means even though there's so many bees in here, it's not at capacity yet, which means we could use like 9 more. And actually, speaking of that, why not start now? That's 1, 2, 3. Kind of hard to tell what we've done. I think we got about 6 or 7. Maybe that'll be enough to fill it out totally now. I don't know. We're going to put it away because I am getting swarmed, quite literally. So maybe we're full on bees now, but either way, we need some additional honey blocks. New recipe. Have I never gotten a honey block in this world? I guess when I did the first 500 days, I wasn't using this for villagers yet, so maybe I never got around to it. Anyway, though, 12 should be plenty. So let's head in here, and yes, it's starting to overflow a little bit. That's good. We need villagers, and they're producing. Jeez, okay. Make sure we close that as we go down here. And first, we had the idea to surround a lot of this with glass just so we can view the very rare underwater iron golem. Let's see if that's enough, if we've got a decent enough view using that. Still water in here, though. There we go. Yeah, so now if you were so inclined, you can come over this way and take a peek at our collection. This is so... that's never gonna get old. That is so weird. Okay, anyway, what do we want to do with this space? Why don't we start off with something? I'm gonna do this all the way around as a border. Actually, I think we will need more space. Let's go right to the edge. I'm realizing I forgot lighting elements. I didn't bring anything for light. I'll be back. You know we're gonna use frog lights. I'm thinking something like this. There we go. So it should be quite bright in here now. Now let's do the walls. It's this old chestnut again. And then I think we just go around with a few different accents. Don't know how jungle, planks, and what even is this? Dark oak will look together, but I want to try it. Yeah, that's not too bad. It actually almost looks like windows when you do that, or, you know, you probably could make it look like windows if I used all the same color. Coming along nicely. It definitely doesn't look like a hole in the ground anymore. Also, fortunately, there's a spore blossom up above us somewhere, but it's still affecting the area down here, which is pretty cool. Little mix over here. Got the stone brick and the stone just to give it a little something extra. Here we go. So kind of a little hallway. That's pretty much done. And I think this is done as well. All we need to do is put in the spots where the villagers are going to go. But this looks nice. I like it. Nice and cozy. I forgot I brought these trapdoors. We got to do something with them. Let's just clean up our descent down here a little bit. There we go. And welcome to the new basement for the villager house. All right, now how are we going to fit all of the villagers in here? Because we could just do something like this and have them all... Well, I guess we'd have to put the honey block in the floor. Also, I kind of want to save on space, so maybe in the middle we use these. It's just the ends that use the stairs. Yeah, that way we could have 6 on each side, which actually works out perfectly because I brought 12 honey blocks. Squelch, squelch, squelch. And then job blocks in front, which actually... They might be able to step over a stone cutter. I think it's kind of short. We'll figure it out. Let's just finish this up, do the same thing over here. We might have to cut it one short on this side because that's going to block this hallway. I don't care about the hallway that much. I'd rather just have 6 on each side. There we go. Okay, so now we get to the painful part. We need to get the villagers down here. And honestly, I'm thinking we just put some water down here just to make a landing platform. And then we might need to remove the ladders. I'm not sure if they'll be able to fit. And it only has to be certain kinds of villagers. So maybe we wait till night and just break beds one by one. They might be able to go down ladders, actually. I can't remember. But we'll break beds one by one, bring it down there, lure them down. Yeah, talking about you. I don't know, citizen. We'll figure it out. Okay, so they can go down ladders, apparently. There was just a guy standing on there, so I thought, why not? And actually test with you. Actually, no, we can't. I need stone cutters. We get 12 of these. Can you move, please? I need to go down there, and I don't want you down there, because you can't be a stone cutter. Get out of the way. Okay, so if we just try to push you into one of these... Well, here. I'll put this here. I'm guessing you can step over that. But first, you need to get in on top of the honey. Okay, so he's on the honey. Can you get out of there? Or are you stuck? Let's just leave him for a bit, see if he can get out, because I'm thinking we might need to put it on top of a slab, or don't even know if I can do that. Actually, let's just be sure. Let's put that there. It's not... I don't like how that looks. Hopefully you're stuck. We'll keep an eye on it. And while we're waiting for night, I'll just keep pushing more down, or I'll try to keep pushing more down. These librarians like to hang out back here, though. Hey, buddy. You want to see what I keep in the basement? I know, creepy, right? So if you just get on there, and librarian, you get off, then we should be good. There. Oh, no. You almost had it. He's going down the ladder, and then he tricked me. Head back. Librarian, you gotta get out of the way. That librarian is actively working against me. This is incredible. He just... Maybe I should have put a... Oh, there we go. Gonna say, maybe I should have put a stone cutter down there to tempt him, but it worked. Alright, so you can probably guess what my next 30 minutes or so looks like, citizen. And while I'm sure it'll be hilarious, I'm probably not going to show getting every single villager in, because that would probably get quite redundant. One thing I will say, though, it does seem like they're stuck once they're in there. So that's nice. Even though that's shorter than a full block, I don't think they can get out. They would have by now, right? Yeah, they look at each other like, he doesn't know that we can get out. I know, shh. Don't give it away, we're gonna escape tonight. Oh, sorry, okay. Alright, so it's morning, and as you can see, that was quite the fun night. There was a lot of shenanigans going on. And we did get a decent amount, at least. I need 3 more. So maybe we'll do that soon, but for now I need a little break. And we can at least clear all this out for now, and probably start leveling all these guys up. And fortunately, they do stay in there. So I think now we drop off all the beds we had to steal, and go get a ton of emeralds. And we'll start getting all these guys leveled up, and eventually we'll get 3 more. Speaking of more, do you want to go down there? Oh, no, of course you don't. All right, so emeralds, level up dudes, and 3 more eventually. And we'll take quite a bit just to make sure we have what we need, or at least get us a good start. I was also thinking, so we don't have to go inside and go down the trapdoor every time, maybe we should make like a water elevator somewhere over here, because I think this is about where the viewing platform is for the underwater golems. So maybe we eventually make an easier way to get up and down from there. I also brought chests, so we can keep some of the stuff down here, but we'll see what we end up needing. And you know what I forgot? We didn't even bring any of the current masons down, so maybe it's good that we really only need 1 more then. Well, 3 more down here, 1 more villager, 2 masons that already exist. Okay. But for now, we're just going to go through and level all of them up. And we'll throw all the extra stuff we don't need in here. All right, there's everybody leveled up one time. Took over a stack of emeralds. This is all the stuff we had to buy. So that's kind of the idea. We're just going to keep going around, leveling them up by buying whatever the next thing is, and get them up to an acceptable level, which is maxed out really. And then they should sell us quartz, every single one of them. At least they're really easy to level up since each of these is just one emerald for a trade. That's not terrible. I think this might be where it gets, yeah, they start selling different things. So we've got polished diorite, polished andesite, polished granite. So you can kind of get the idea. There's a lot of different things that we can easily get from these guys. A lot of them sell polished granite. We might be able to use that in our build. All right, they're all up to expert. Nearly there. Getting quite the collection of different types of blocks in here. And I think they should all be up at master level now. So we've got the 2 quartz trades, except for you is being difficult and only buying andesite and diorite, not selling anything. So we have to wait for you to refresh. Okay, so let's leave this stuff here for now. I'm happy with that though. I mean, we've got a lot of capacity to get quartz now. And since it looks like it is night again, let's get the other 2 masons down there. And we should be all set. That's you and you. And actually, now we've got, I think, all 3 that we would need, unless you're... No, you're not the cleric. So let's separate them and see if we can get all 3 of them downstairs. You'd think it would be easy. You'd think I could just put the bed there, you'd get in the bed, and I could break it, and they'd go down, but no. There we go. There's 1, 2 left. Come on, come on, come on, come on, get down there. Yes. Okay. Whew. 1 left. And it's about to turn morning, but even if it does, we've got him trapped over here, so I think we're good. Okay. Whew. No, 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 no. Please don't go in one of those. Why are you doing this to me? Come on, come on. You're so close. No. All you need to do... No, 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 no. Why do you need to be on top of the other guy? Just go in your spot. You're right there. You're right there. What is it that makes you think you need to be in there? Come on, come on. We're so close. Yes. Oh, what a nightmare. We are done. Finally, now we just level you up, you little so-and-so. And this guy was finally ready, so you are good. And you should be good. There we go. All right, they are all selling quartz. So we'll call this the random mess chest. And then we'll just go down and buy everything we can from all the rest of them and start filling the other chest with that. Hopefully, by the time we are ready for all of this stuff, we'll have plenty. And that's all my emeralds. Great. Well, before we ran out of emeralds, about a stack and a half. There we go. We'll do half and half. You can't really tell the difference, but the top half is quartz pillars, bottom half is block of quartz. All right, so all of you can stay here. I am going to probably do some trades, get some more emeralds, then we'll come back, keep filling up the chest, and then move on to our next steps. All right, you heard me, right? I'm gonna need a lot of emeralds. I should get a second farmer because I can only get 64 emeralds a day out of those 2 total. And with the farmer, every time I trade, I get 40. So that's a much better return. That's 80 a day from 1 farmer, 64 a day from 2 Fletchers. I just checked the beetroot auto collector, and we are definitely overflowing with the seeds. So I need to clear this out so it can keep working. I have been behind on that for sure. There we go. I think we're good. I'm gonna go spend the emeralds I have, and then I actually might create a second farmer. In fact, how would you like to be our new... No, come on. Oh, is it bedtime? Well, no time like the present. Okay, so... kind of ready to be done with all this villager nonsense. So I'm just gonna make a trail of beds. We're gonna put him in the same place as the other farmer. Don't think we need to make a new spot for him. All right, hopefully this works. Yep. Head on over, keep moving. Nearly there. And then from here, we're just going to make it a sure thing and lock him in. There we go. Remove these. And there's not really incentive for him to go in there unless he thinks he can take the other guy's bed. I guess he does. Okay. That really could have been worse. And yeah, sorry, not enough room for a bed for you. Of course, I could remove those leaves in the back, but I don't think it's important. So all we should have to do is throw another composter in there. And that actually might need to go by leaves. I don't want them to be able to get out. Wonder, would it work if I put it just like right here? We'll see in the morning. We'll see how it does. Looks like that's not working. Where can I put this thing? I mean, I guess technically I can just put it right here? You gonna take that job or what? I know you can see it there. There we go. Okay, so now all we need to do... I mean, technically we could do any trade, but beetroots, that's the one that's automated, so rather than going and picking everything every time, so we'll use trade cycling, one of my favorite mods ever. Make sure we've got that, but not wheat. Let's try for something other than wheat. And not bread. How about like a potato or a carrot? That would be better. There we go. Beetroot and potato, that should be good. Let's lock you in, and that I kind of forgot. That I didn't think about. We're still gonna do it, but you've got 1 emerald trades, whereas you have never been cured, so it's not that great. Also, doesn't bode well for you because I'm not okay with that. We're probably gonna have to infect you and cure you, buddy. Hope you're okay with that. Legionary's work is never done. Well, may as well prep things. I'm gonna build a little... I would call it a house of healing, but in order to be that, it first has to be a house of infection. And unfortunately, I don't feel like building it farther away, and I don't feel like being overly careful around the iron golems. So yeah, this is an unfortunate leave for the iron golems. I need to be able to bring a zombie over there tonight, so all of you are gonna have to go bye-bye. I know, it's sad. I'm sure you're gonna infest the place like lice before too long after we're finished with this. They never stay away for long. And I know there's not only 2, there's gotta be more around here somewhere. Oh yeah, I forgot. You were, well, let's be kind. He's stuck back there. You can't do anything, so I think we can leave him. Let's do one last sweep. Aha, I knew it. You can just stay back, keep your distance. There we go, okay. And I think that should be it. So let's grab our potion of weak. Actually, we're gonna need a lot of these. How many cures does it take? It's a decent amount. I guess we'll just keep doing it and keep checking, but I know it's gonna be more than we have here. Let's get one of these started. Last fermented spider eye. Wonderful. Get our boat so that they can huddle up nice and close, the villager and the zombie. Still got all these beds. I gotta go drop those off. By the way, I'm aware of the fact that we're about a third of the way into the video and I have not even started on the Roman Forum we're building, which is the whole point of this video. But you knew what you were getting yourself into. I get sidetracked very easily. Still gonna happen. We'll get there. Just gotta go the long way around. Ah, you couldn't escape from me back there. All right, now that it's Betty by time, we can close this up. I need you to come with me, please, sir. Yeah, I know you want the bed, but actually, look at this. Look what I've got. I've got a bed. You could have it. It's right over here. It's not a trap or anything. It was a trap. Let's get you put right about there. Close that back up. Now we just need to go find ourselves a zombie. And still no iron golems, right? Okay, zombie time. Right after lunchbox time. Oh yeah, hey Jack Black, I kind of forgot about you. Let's be honest, lunchbox kind of overshadows everybody. Oh, look at that. Are you stuck in that corner? Because I mean, you've actually been there for hundreds of days. There we go. There you go. Now you can do your rolls everywhere. Good job, lunchbox. All right, where can one find a zombie? I assume up here somewhere. One can find a creeper. You snuck up on me. I mean, I get it. You're supposed to do that, but still, jeez. Whew, that scared me. Walking along and then I hear the pshh or whatever noise they make. Okay, so I mean, it's Creeper Central up here, but there's no zombies. And there's a new iron golem that we need to get rid of. There's a skeletron, another creeper. There's a bunch of drowned in the water. They might work, but I don't feel like trying it out. Oh, there we go. Here's Zombie Central. This is where you were all hiding. Every single one of them, apparently. So I do only need one, and the rest of you are kind of just extra. Oh, hey, zombie villager too. I mean, actually, well, no, I wasn't prepped for it. And I don't really want to cure both of them. I want to keep the zombie through multiple cures. So let's just get rid of you. Maybe a bit more precision. There we go. Okay, now that we've got just you, please follow me over this way. I like your pants, by the way. Everybody likes a fancy pant. Please don't die when you jump off of that. Okay, good. And you can just follow me right over this way. We're still clear on iron golems, so that's good. And you're gonna go around, aren't you? Okay, I'm right in this way. There we go. Can close this up now. I'll leave you a light in case you get scared. And then just in case any iron golems do spawn in, we'll make sure this is kind of closed off. Here we go. Enjoy your imminent infection and curing. We'll let them get to know each other a little bit. And these should be ready. Yes, they are. Oh, wait. I need to make them splash potions. There we go. Okay, we're ready. And are you ready? Yes, you are. You're looking a little green there, my friend. And it just so happens I can help you with that. Here you go, buddy. Now we've just got to do that probably like 5 or 6 times, but once again, don't worry, not going to make you watch every single one. I'm just going to sit here and cure this guy up till he's offering 1 emerald, or no. Yeah, is that right? 1 emerald for 1 beetroot trades? Anyway, yeah, we're just going to keep curing. I'll let you know when we're done. First cure, 15 down to 9. Number 2. I'm losing my mind over there, so I'm just going to do some chores while I wait. Okay, that's 15 down to 3. Might just be 1 left. All right, carry on. Time for number 3. How did you summon up leather armor just by getting infected, you weirdo? Whatever. Number 3. There we go. And we are down to 1 beetroot, but we're at 8 for potatoes. Wouldn't be bad to have them both that low. So what do you think, fella? 1 more time round? I know you're enjoying it. Let's do 1 more. I'm also hoping this guy is going to sell or buy pumpkins and melon. I also said I wasn't going to make you watch all this, but I am, aren't I? I know, terrible of me. There we go. What do we got? Hey, 1 for 1. Beautiful. That means I apologize, my friend, but your services are no longer needed. And once it is nighttime, we can get this guy back in and start using him for awesome trades. And we'll clean up our mess as well, don't you worry. There we go, all cleaned up, and it actually should just about be nighttime. And it certainly is, look at that. So if you'd like to head right back inside there without incident, that would be fantastic. All right, perfect. They usually don't listen to you. So now every time we come through here, we can do full trade with potatoes, with beetroot, and hopefully with melon and pumpkin. Yes, at least pumpkin. Hey, we got both of them. Look at that. This is like a hero villager now for emerald trades. And you can also resupply us with our golden carrots. So really got everything here now. Real quick, I think let's go do our trades with all of the masons. And then I promise within the next 5 days, we're going to get started on the forum. Might just need to collect a little bit more in the way of blocks, but then we'll get right to outlining it and deciding where it's going to go, getting it laid out, all that. We're finally going to get started. Hey fellas, how's it going? I'll take all of your finest quartz, please. All right, after 4 stacks of emeralds, that is, we're up to about 4 stacks of each plus these. I just have all these here, so if we shift click them in, they'll go in the right spot. But 4 stacks, I mean, it wasn't that long ago that we got this set up, so if we did that a few more times, I mean, it'd be beautiful if we could fill this thing up and then just transfer it to shulkers. So whenever we get a break, we'll come around and trade whatever emeralds we have. Really, the only other block that I thought we might need is concrete. So we could do quick trip over to the desert, fill up on sand. Then I'm pretty sure there's a lot of gravel under the water here, so we might be able to do some collecting there. And then I kind of do like the idea of incorporating what we already have here with the arena. So we might need to move the bamboo farm, but that should be automated anyway, moved somewhere else. Because I'm thinking we would start building the forum out into the water. And I have some design ideas that I think would make it look pretty cool. So if nothing else, once we do that collecting, we can at least put the area around how big I think it's going to be. And then once we have that set up, we should be able to, start working on the different elements of it. So with that in mind, let's grab some shulkers, go fill up on sand, grab some gravel, make some concrete, and then I think we'll be ready to begin. Scooby-Doo is just shivering with anticipation. Didn't I have an extra shovel somewhere? I did. Let's bring it with, just in case Scooby-Doo gets tired. And we'll see how many we can fill up. I don't think we need to fill all of them, but I'm going to bring all of my empty ones. These are all sandstone, which out of curiosity, no, can't be turned into sand that I'm aware of. Okay, yeah, I think we are ready. And now I don't have to fly for basically an entire day to get to the desert, because forethought. It's a wonderful thing. There we go. I timed it. Takes us about 20 seconds to get here, so huge improvement. And bingo, we are right where we need to be. So let's set out all of these. And yeah, let's just get started. No reason to wait. I might even grab some of the sandstone just to flatten it out, but also I think it might come in handy. We could always use it as like a block that goes underneath something else, just because it's kind of neutral. Because we're going to be building in the water, it might just be easier that way. You guys really need to interrupt me every single time. Now, can we get you to take out... Yeah, let's take out Bannerman. No, that's not going to work. Come here. Come on, Bannerman, somebody needs to be behind you. Or both of them could get... No, come on. There we go. You'd think they'd have a little bit more discipline and know not to shoot like their leader or whoever that guy is, but nope. Okay, very amusing. But anyway, back to work. There's still more. Oh, not anymore. Such a shame. Alright, so got some sandstone and about a shulker and a half-ish of sand. I'm gonna call that good for now. Obviously, we can pretty quickly come back if we need to with that nether portal. But let's move on to gravel, make some concrete, and get started on this build. And yeah, Scooby-Doo barely broke a sweat doing that. Alright, so gravel. We need gravel. We know where some gravel is. That's right, I remember you down here. Oh, it's only one layer. Oh, there we go. Goes a little bit deeper. That's like 2 stacks just from this little area. Can we make it 3? It's actually quite a bit out here. And it looks like I missed quite a bit that floated up. Gimme, 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 gimme. There we go. That's not bad. Oh, you thought you could hide in the dirt. I see you. We're in another secret underground area. And just so happens that this one is man-made. Ooh, more gravel. Actually, we should go collect the stuff that's, I mean, there's a ton just floating all over the place in here. We don't want it to despawn. There we go. Now we can get this. Also forgot a boat under here. Well, that really could have been worse. That's not bad. I do have a feeling we're going to need more than that, however. And I do have an idea where we might be able to get more. Ooh, look what I found. That wasn't the idea, by the way. I think I remember seeing some gravel above the water nearer to the desert. So why don't we head over to the desert and fly around a bit. And there we go. And actually, looks like it's time to take a little nap, and then we'll... I think it was over... Because we came from that direction. It was over there somewhere. Very specific, I know. Oh, you had to follow me through. Well, enjoy. I mean, it's dry out there, but probably doesn't bother you. Anywho, should be hitting land soon. There we go. And it was right over here that I saw gravel. Oh, there's a swamp too. Ooh, I gotta stop for these. I think this is... I mentioned this last video. Yeah, we never found these. New flowers for the collection. Oh, hey. You would have saved me a lot of time last video if I knew this was here. Because we are very near the portal to the, the frog farm. Huh. Wish I knew that. Oh well. Whoa. What is going on here? Are you seeing this? This is nuts. What? Does anyone want to explain what's going on up here? This doesn't make any sense. Look at that. Everything's just floating kind of above the swamp. There's, I think, more and... Well, that's just weird. I mean, that's not what I was thinking of, but that's a lot of gravel. Wow, look at that. Okay, thanks for bringing me over here, weird floating island in the sky, because I think this will do nicely. Yeah, man, look at all this. Also, I'll take you. Oh boy, get ready, Scooby-Doo. It's like a whole mountain made out of gravel. I think we found our new source of gravel, because I don't think this is just like surface level. This seems to go down. And if the whole mountain is made of this, then yeah, we should have plenty. This is pretty close to the portal to the desert, so it's not difficult to get here, but I kind of wish I brought obsidian, because I definitely would have made a portal here, and we could have just had a direct path leading right to this spot. I have a feeling we'll probably be visiting a decent amount. There we go. That is looking nice. No, don't go down, son. I need more time. Maybe the mobs will just leave me alone? Okay. I mean, that's not a bad day's work. One full shulker box and maybe half of another one. So I think we'll call it there. They're starting to getting a little bit dangerous around here. But I took down the coordinates. We could always come back. Let's head home and see how much concrete that will give us. After I grab these blue flowers. I'm running low on these. Ow. Ow. Just trying to collect flowers. Get out of here. Ooh, something new. Yeah, just like 2 flowers. We're good. Also, Scooby-Doo has seen better days. I think it probably makes sense to go and heal up all the tools once we get back. What is... Hello? Ooh. Okay, lots of mobs around here, but I see a slime chunk, or a slime. Would you like to drop something for me? Not you. Okay, it's getting a little busy around here. Keep away the goobers. You are who I'm interested in. Oh, come on. 3 creepers. Is that necessary? Give me those slime balls. Yes. I tried so hard to find slime in the last video. In this one, big ol' slime ball just shows up for me. 23. I really could have used that last video. I guess it's because we're by a swamp. That must be it. I mean, are there any more right on the edge here? Because that would be helpful. Should actually take these coordinates too. Never know when you're going to need a swamp again. I know we have the mangrove swamp. Ooh, there's a witch over there. All right, got those. So, that was probably the best luck we've had so far with slime. We need more. This might be the place to do it. In fact, yeah, I think I just saw another one over here. Not you. Not interested. You, though. Here we go. 25 slime. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's 2 more. What is it about this beach attached to a swamp that just loves slime? It'd be much easier if I wasn't getting creepers every second. Whoops. Okay, that kind of wasted some. There we go. Okay. Just trying to get the slime, friends. Okay, at least it's morning now. Should make our job a little bit easier. I said it makes our job a little bit easier. Okay, over a stack of slime. That is awesome. Big diversion on my part, but worth it. Should be getting close over here somewhere. There you are. All right, back to Rome to drop off the spoils. Alrighty, productive trip. Those are my favorite kind. Ooh, and while we're here, do one of these. We got a little color. We don't have blue out here yet. Lovely. Drop off the flowers. Couple things for the future of the Legion platform. Couple other bits and bobs. I think we can sell some of this rotten flesh just to make some room. So we've got a little area for slime balls down here. I did not realize I had so many spider eyes. Guess we're good there. Okay, so now we got lots of gravel, lots of sand. We're going to start making concrete shortly, but first, one last little item. We'll go sell all this rotten flesh. We'll heal up Scooby-Doo, because, you know, he's seen better days, to be honest. And then we can get started. Yes, just the pleb I wanted to see. Would you please rip me off by selling me, or buying this rotten flesh for me for 1 emerald? 2 per stack. Oh no, that's great. Little rip off. Okay, and actually, I'm going to think ahead. We're going to be smart, citizen. How did I get those arrows in me? Did I always have that? Did you just notice that? Did I just notice that? Anyway, we're going to think ahead. We're going to bring some obsidian. And we'll make it easier to get to the end portal, because that's where our XP farm is. I'm probably not going to do the one in the nether yet, but as long as we activate it over there, we can do it whatever we want. And take the coordinates, obviously. Alright, now can I remember where this one is? Because all I remember is flying out over the ocean, heading in this direction. And then we should run into it. Ooh, is that it? That could have been much more difficult, especially considering I can't see a thing in this visibility. Either way, not bad. Did I leave anything here? Some stuff in the ender chest. Nothing much in there. Okay. Well, we may as well put it right next to the thing here. There we go. Alright, I got the coordinates. So now we light it, we don't go through it. And next time in the nether, we just build another portal there. And we've got our nice, easy way to get over to this side of the world. But let's run in real quick and heal up our tools. Or Scooby-Doo. How's your day going, citizen? It's early for me. I couldn't sleep, so I just decided to start recording, and day's going pretty well on this side. How about on your end? Let me know in the comments. Wait, did I go too far? Yeah, I went too far. Yeah, let me know how your day is going. Hope it's going well. And then through here, look what I see. And in we go. And just in case you didn't watch the first 500 days, obviously, we're in the end. This is where I built my XP farm. Because as it turns out, Endermen love giving me XP. And that just heals up our tools super fast. So whenever I need to, we just come over this way. Look at them fall. Look at those. There's probably an opportunity at some point to install, I forget what there's a way to put dispensers here so it just kind of shoots these ender pearls off the side because I don't need them. Have at least a chest full back at the base. Anyway though, please heal up Scooby-Doo for me. I appreciate your service. Oh yeah, look at that. Can't even clear him out fast enough. And Scooby-Doo is nearly full health. There we go. Nice. Let's do the other ones while we're here. And the last one. There we go. We are fully healed. But I mean, I'm here. We may as well grab a few levels. Plus, the Endermen enjoy this. It's kind of like their version of, yoga? Yeah, sure. That sounds right. You guys out here slowing down my rates? Get out of here. I mean, it would be cool to be at level 100, but with how slow levels go when you're up at, you know, the 70s, the 80s, I think that would take quite a while. And I don't want to waste that amount of time, so maybe we just get to level 80. Speaking of getting distracted, that reminds me of something else. I wanted to get Sweeping Edge on my sword, or see if we could get it on my sword. That would make this a lot better, too. We can check when I get back. It won't take long, I promise. At some point, we are going to start on this forum. There we go, there's level 80. Now let's just see if we can get rid of some of these. Being very careful not to throw away the wrong thing. Definitely an easier way than manual clear out. And maybe one day we'll do it. Okay, that's a decent amount gotten rid of. And we're feeling good with everything else. I think we're ready. Oh yeah, and by the way, like I said earlier, there is an easier way to fight the Wither, and it's beneath this portal right here. So if we do that later in the video, we might try that. We might dig our way underneath this portal and make a little wither slaying area there, but not right now. Oh, I must have slept in a bed and then broke it. We're back at spawn, I think. Yeah, back at spawn. Oh well, actually closer to home probably than we would have been otherwise. Ooh, another lush cave, I think. Yeah, another lush cave if we need it. Close to spawn. But look at that. These shaders, I mean, come on. Beautiful. Ugh. And then it opens and we should see a rock face in front of us and the village above. There we go. That's how you know you're close to home. I mean that and the beacon. Okay, so really quick. Then back to the forum. First I need some emeralds. That is not bad at all. It was worth it to make another farmer. And I don't think we ever got Sweeping Edge. Maybe it's worth checking. No, and I don't think any of the other ones had it, so no. Let's put it down over here. Who wants a job? Who wants to feel accomplished? You do. All right. And I didn't bring a book. Does anybody sell bookshelves? You do. Thank you. And boop. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I have Silk Touch on my axe. Can I just break it with my hands? Okay, I can. And you're the new one. So luckily, this should be easy. All we have to do is cycle trades until we see Sweeping Edge. And we only need it once, so not too worried about this. Because looking at Razzle Dazzle, I think I've got everything except Sweeping Edge. I think that's the last thing. Oh man, I am so glad for trade cycling. We're already 20 or 30 in and nothing. Okay, come on now. And now we're about 50 in. There we go, finally. How high does the number go, Sweeping Edge? I guess let's buy 2 and see if they combine. Well, it took you long enough, but thank you, I guess. I don't know why he likes doing that. Time to spend all those levels I just spent a bunch of time getting. So yeah, you can get 3. I think 3 is the highest, and that broke my anvil. Whatever will I do? I think we'll be okay. Please, 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 please. Okay. It'll let me do it. 22 levels, pretty steep, but I can do it. And look at that sword. Woo! Mending, Unbreaking, Sharpness, Looting, Fire Aspect, Sweeping Edge 3. Yes, please. Ooh boy. All right, we are set. Can put you back. Didn't need you. Scooby-Doo was fine. And now, guess we take a row of sand, a row of gravel, and I know a lot of what I'll be using is going to be white concrete. And once again, I don't think we're going to be running out of white dye. Let's see if we made a little over a stack of that. And then concrete is just 4 sand, 4 gravel, and whatever dye you would like to make the concrete powder. And that was 9 stacks of each. So 9 stacks of sand, 9 stacks of gravel is going to get us. And I'm going to run out of white dye. So far, so good. That's actually a lot. Almost 12 at that point. Let's start a white concrete powder chest. And let's just go nuts on the white dye. There we go. That lets us finish it up. So it basically equals out. If you've got 1 stack or 1 row of sand, 1 row of gravel, it then gives you 2 rows of that concrete powder. And we'll keep the dye in here as well. Now, the tricky part is that concrete powder, great, but I don't need concrete powder, I need concrete. Fortunately, I have a feeling we'll be placing a good amount of this in the water. Maybe, maybe not. So for now, I'm not going to worry about it. What we're going to do is take all of our sandstone and start using that to lay out the foundations. And 3 shulker boxes should be a decent start. And this is the kind of thing that's going to take a while. And actually, let's go up here. It's kind of like once you start it, it's not irreversible, but it would, oh man, it would take a lot of time to kind of turn back the clock. So for that reason, we kind of have to be sure about this. And my ideas include, but are not limited to, removing the sugarcane farm, removing those farms, then we'd move them elsewhere. I mean, there's room over there. We could just clear out all of this and put them over there wherever. We can move that. And the reason for that is I thought we could then have from the base a pathway kind of leading through here and down and into the water. And then the same thing over here, a pathway leading down there, through there, into the water, and then kind of joining up. And then from there, it would lead out, and the forum would just be this enormous area that's surrounding the shadow that's cast by the arena and the little island that we have in the middle of the arena. The center would be kind of a garden area, so that's already there included. We would build up around it. There would be more fountains and different things all lit up because, as you can see, it's a constant shadow cast by that. And then the area outside the shadow would be where we build everything else. So like there would be things like shops. There would be grand avenues. Think of it as just a public place where people gather. They could buy things. Maybe, there's Roman politicians out there vying for the consulship. So there'd be like a speaker's platform. There's some social areas. So all that kind of thing. We could even get villagers out there. But like I said, that's a lot. So doing it wrong wouldn't be great if we had to fix it afterwards. Tell me it's a good plan, citizen. Okay, I think we're going with it. So luckily we can use the shadow and kind of just trace that, go around that for that area. It'll probably either link up with the Legion platform or have a pathway leading to it. But luckily there's a couple steps we can do to get started without just launching right into it. And those are what I already said. We need to get rid of the farms, get rid of the sugarcane, and then we'll have an open area for a pathway leading down. And it's kind of sad we've had this stuff since the first 100 days, but that's progress, citizen. You got to move forward. I should actually get another shulker box to throw all this stuff in. Okay, let's get to work. Kind of just a lot of random junk in here. Sorry, auto composter, you've done your job well, but it's time to rest now. And then I think probably what's easiest is just going like this, and it's all going to fall down. Yep, this is going to be fun. We are very quickly running out of space. I guess as we go, we could just fill it back in. And there we go. That's half of it done. Let's go do a drop off and then finish up. A lot of this can go into the auto composter that we have over on this side. And then the chests, if we just put them over here. Nope, that's not going to work. This should be fine. Just extra storage. There we go. Now the other half. All right, that's one of the two done. And in the morning, you're next. I wonder if we'll have time this video to make an auto. It doesn't matter how many times I keep forgetting the name. Auto sugarcane farm. We'll certainly find out. Oh, such a sad day. No legionary should have to destroy his sugarcane farm. Looks kind of weird with everything gone. I'm so used to seeing it like it was. And we should just be able to build this back into the landscape. And there we go. Totally natural again. So now I kind of want to do a small section proof of concept on what I have in my brain, just to make sure it's not entirely crazy and isn't going to look weird. Let's grab a bit of that. Two tree of these. I don't know where anything's going yet, so this isn't going. We're going to tear this down. It's not going to be final. I just want to do a test. I was going to say, why do I hear gurgling? That solves that mystery. This is kind of hurting my brain, trying to make something that works in my head, but I'm not sure how to do it, especially in just a really tiny area. I'm trying to remove the water from a couple levels so that hopefully when I remove this and do this, it kind of makes its own fountain effect. Okay, yeah, you see what I mean? Essentially, all of the walls going around would have something like this. The water level would be lower on the inside, and it would flow down. There'd be a natural area for a fountain here. In fact, it could probably even be one higher. I think I went one too low. Can I easily fill that back in? Yeah, there we go. I think we did it. So that water level should be good. Just so it shows that it's flowing down, filling this up. There would then be another wall. This one would actually probably be one lower, but then we'd be getting rid. Basically, the entire interior of the forum would be 1 or 2 blocks below sea level. I think that sounds like a cool idea. The important question, is it worth the work? Just look behind me, basically all of that. We would have to lower the sea level by 1 or 2 blocks. I don't know. Although, I guess we don't have to. Because we could have this, like all the way around the border, there's maybe just like 3 blocks or so where this happens. It flows down and then it fills up a fountain. And then there's another wall, an interior wall, that then we would just continue on at sea level. So we wouldn't have to do anything. We would just keep going out this direction. Maybe we do that. In the interest of time, the fountain area itself can go a bit below sea level, but everything else, maybe it's just level with the water. Does that sound okay to you, citizen? Okay, good. So let's get rid of this, and I think the first step is to go around and make borders using sandstone, but I don't want sandstone. I think we're actually going to use cut sandstone because, for example, just replaced a little spot there. If we look at it now, the difference between those two, like, I just don't like that look for an interior wall. Even though it's probably only going to be 1 level, I think that looks nicer. And I would use quartz, but I'm just afraid of running out of it. We're going to use the quartz above the sea where we can see it a little bit better. Okay, I think we have a plan. Let's get rid of this and get to work. Oh yeah, remind me too, citizen, while we're working on this, every once in a while we should do some trades with the farmers and then go buy as much quartz as we can. we'll want to basically keep that up the rest of the video. So for right now, we just want a full inventory of cut sandstone, which should be easy enough, yeah. Ugh, I just sneezed. Something else you never hear because I always edit it out. The big ol' achooey. I think that's about a shulker box full, nearly. Let's get a little bit more. There we go. Take you with... I'll take them all with. And I don't necessarily want this to just be a big square or rectangle around this. It might end up being that, but hopefully we can make it a little bit more visually interesting. But at least for the beginning, to get this started off, that's what I'm going to do. Probably make one line out starting from right about here, and then another over on the other side of the nether tower. Then when we get close up there, we'll draw a rectangle around that. You know what, we're kind of just gonna wing it. Not the best thing to be doing with something this large, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, off we go. Kelp is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Okay, that's one line out. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Start this one here, and by going out that far, they should be even. This one and the one that we just built over there, which means we can connect to them. There we go. Get out of the way, Kelp. So the area that we're seeing here, from there going across and then connecting back up on that side, that is where the pathways leading out to the forum will be contained. There's obviously going to be a lot of water left in the center of this thing, but all we need to do is decide how wide we want these to be and do it on both sides. And they should be pretty wide because there's going to be a fountain element on this side, pathway in the middle, then another fountain element on this side, so they will have to be kind of wide. So let's say 5 blocks for the fountain area, maybe 5 blocks for the path, and 5 more blocks for the next fountain, so 15 each. That should work. And actually, while I'm thinking I shouldn't be making everything too regular, like squares and straight lines and stuff, that's kind of how the Romans built. You know, the forum, the roads, everything was kind of planned. At least that's the way my memory works. I'm thinking that. The army camps were always identical. So like if you were a legionary in one legion and then, you know, you were in Gaul at an army camp and then you got transferred and you ended up in Sicily and you were at another army camp, should be absolutely identical so that you know exactly where to go. So maybe this should be a little bit more straight line type of thing. Don't know. The one benefit of building this underwater, it is a lot easier to place blocks than if I was on top of this, holding shift and doing it this way. That's a lot slower. So that's kind of nice. This should go by a lot quicker. I'm kind of nervous about jumping right into the walls, so we're going to do one more proof of concept now that we have the shape laid out. You're going to want to get out of there, Dolphin. Ooh, look at him sneaking through the hole there. You were just right up at my base. How's it going, man? Oh, did you bring me a dirt block? Thank you. Beautiful creatures. So, say we started here. So it would be like that, and just as a test, let's block it off on this side. I should then be able to remove the top layer of water, and that should kind of be it. I'm a bit worried, though, that I'm not going to like how it looks down there. And I'm going to have to use quartz or something to fill it in. And then we just get rid of it. And then we go take a look. There we go. So that's the idea. The fountains would all be doing this on the way down. And I was right. I don't like seeing dirt down there or whatever. I also don't want to spend my quartz. How does it look if I just use sandstone? Dolphin, can you get out of here, please? I'm trying to fill this area in. I know you're trying to help, but I don't want you to get stuck in here. All right, there you go. I have a feeling after a while that's going to be more annoying than helpful. Yeah, that's better. I mean, at least it's uniform on the bottom now. And one last test, actually. How does it look if it's every, or you know, there's a 3 block space instead of a 1? I kind of like that, and it also gives us space to do other types of things. Let's do that for now. I mean, we can always come back and just put more in the middle. Be more of a pain to remove it. So let's do this kind of spacing for now. And then over here, this will be the other side of the fountain, or the fountain area on the other side of the path. And for the path, about quartz bricks. We'll have to get all this figured out, but just for now, I'm going to put these... Oh, wait, that won't work. If the path was here, does that cut off the water? No, it still runs, and it's I kind of like that. It's almost like there's little areas right here where underneath the path, there's still water and it's flowing out. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's looking good. Let's do the same over here and we'll have one full area of what the final product might be. There we go. So I like this. I really like it as a start. something is missing from the fountains. And it might just be that we get like pots and put a pot on top of some of these with a little plant in them. Or is there anything else we can do with quartz to make it look a little bit more interesting? Ooh, we might have struck gold with this, citizen. Look at that. What do we think about that? Could even add a slab, do one of those. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks awesome. I really want to use more quartz. That's what it is. I don't think either one of us realizes how much this is. Like, I used a decent amount here. I really like that, so that means I want to use it. And it's gonna be going, like, I mean, this is going all the way down. It's on both sides. It's gonna be going all the way down on the other side. It's gonna be going all the way around the arena platform. Oh, we're gonna need so much. Ooh, oh boy. Let's just double check. Let's make sure. Yeah, I mean, I really like that. Could even come back later and do something with walls or buttons or whatever. We did it to this whole section now, so let's take a look at that, and maybe it's going to be blinding when the sun is in the right spot. But yeah, maybe let's go take a aerial view. What do we think about that? I do think we'll have to add some color somewhere, and that could be maybe some of the glazed terracotta that we picked up, or even, like I said, it could just be plants. May not even need this. Yeah, let's save on the pillars. We don't need that to be a double. That way we can come back, we can maybe put a little pot with a plant here, leaves somewhere. But unfortunately, I fell in love with this design, so we're going to have to do that the whole way down. But first, let's just start by doing this whole thing, and then we can come back later and call this a detailing phase. And you know what that means. We've got a plan, and it includes a lot of repetitive steps. So I think it's probably just about time for a time lapse. Well, we put a solid dent in this part at least, but we need more quartz. Much more quartz. I have a plan, citizen. Surprisingly, currently we're limited by emeralds. I don't think I've ever been able to go up and down the row of masons and fully max out in a day how much quartz I can buy. And while the farmers helped, it's not quite enough. One thing that really helped in other worlds when we needed emeralds was these three. And if you're caught up on the channel videos, you probably know what I've got in mind. And since we're in a hurry, I'm gonna make a lazy man's villager hut right over here. Probably not permanent, but good enough for now. There we go, something like this should do. And then once it turns to night, we can go select our victims, or volunteers, obviously. And the idea behind this is we can use our nearly unlimited iron for additional emerald trades. Whoops, there we go. And between that, 3 we can sell iron to, the 2 farmers, the stick boys, we've got to have enough emeralds. Yeah, that should be fine. That's good for villagers. Unfortunately, if one that we get in here decides they don't want to sell us iron, we might have a problem. That particular villager might have to get let go, but I don't think it'll be an issue. Okay, good timing. Let's just try to make this villager proof. Okay, I need some volunteers. Take all the extra beds, and then we'll take your bed. And oh, look at this. Now there's a bed down here. There we go. Now we've got 3 of them down here. We once again villager proof. Get out of here, Iron Golem. There we go. Now we'll put a couple beds out here. Hopefully they'll just run right in here. I don't think it'll be that easy, but a guy can hope. Ooh, look at that. He's going right for it. This might be very easy. Look at that. Nice. Now, can I do this without... yeah, okay. Look at that. Without a hitch. Okay, now for your sakes, I hope all of you are gonna sell me iron. This first part is gonna be a pain, though. Once again, don't want to hear any flack about getting rid of these. Okay, you're good. You sell iron? Congratulations, you can live. I mean, yeah, you're gainfully employed. Alright, next up. Get rid of all these stinky boots. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good for you, armorer. Hopefully you'll do better, toolsmith. You did do better. Okay, the armorer. How are we gonna do this? Yeah, come on out, come on out. There we go. Okay, you just, maybe go play with the mobs that might be out. Then I can at least say I didn't do anything. Nothing I did caused your end. Or maybe you just go right in there. And we're just gonna cover that up. Shh, you didn't see anything, citizen. He just has to do better. All right, we need one more volunteer. I should not have put these beds back down. It's almost morning again, and before I even bother with trying to get him in there, let's just make sure he does the right trade. Wait a minute. You can get over that, can't you? Let's put that right there instead. I am gonna need more emeralds, aren't I? Oh boy. One of these days, life will be easy, but not on this day. Okay, let's see if you are gonna be allowed to stay. Hey, look at you. All right, we got 3 now. And they are all trading for 3 instead of 1. We probably should do a curing cycle on them. Okay, all 3 of you in there, we're good. Which means it's probably worth making more of these because getting a bit low. Also out of fermented spider eyes. Luckily, that is a very easy one. I was gonna do 2 rounds. We're probably fine just doing 1. And at this point, you know the drill. So I'm gonna create these, get that done, get to the point of getting a zombie. You know, same old, same old. So let's cure those guys, get our trades 1 for 1 for iron, get about a bajillion emeralds, and then get all the quartz that we are going to need. All right, the boys are all prepped. Now we just need some zombies. We also need you to not be here. So sorry, but you know, that's life. What can I say? I see you over there. You can't hide. I hope we get another, like, 10 zombies to spawn right next to each other again, because that would be helpful this time. Zombies, hello. Oh, there's 1 at least. Where's all your friends? No such luck this time. We're gonna have to do the long way. Alrighty, pick a boat, any boat. There you go, good job. Let's go get some more. I wish they would just spawn right here. It's a lot closer. Skeletons and creepers, no zombies. Oh, and spiders. So we got everything except for zombies. Okay, I think we might have found what we need. We got 1 zombie there. Creeper trying to creep. And I think I saw another one over here. Yep, there you are. So if you 2 could just follow me, then I think we'll be all set. And we're pretty fortunate that they want my autograph so bad, because I doubt they'd follow me this long way unless they were just completely obsessed with me. Which does get old, by the way, you 2. This time, however, I will allow it. Look at him looking at me with his one eye. He's like, oh no, he's gonna do the same thing to us. We saw what happened to Paul back there. Now it's our turn. No! Don't worry, I'm gonna cure you. Don't be a baby. All right, let's let the zombies do what they do best. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, look at that. See, now you're like best friends. I knew you'd like it. All right, so same thing as before. We'll do our checks and just make sure that, let's see, right there. Everybody is selling 1 for 1, and we can put them back. And we should be good to continue the cycle of getting emeralds, getting quartz, and just ripping through all of it over there. Excuse me. Every time when I'm trying to talk, get out of here. So I'll let you know when we're done with this, citizen. You see, that wasn't so bad, right? Yeah, see, I knew you'd be fine. And while you are all at 1 now, I kind of don't trust that. I have a feeling you're going to go back up to 2 or something. So let's just do it one more time. Where's the harm in that? I'm also not sure this is working anymore. And it might be because of our underwater zoo. So we might need to get rid of a couple of them down there. So we'll send all of these guys on their way to wellness. And then we might take care of that. There you go. Now, what's the best way to get rid of a couple of these? I guess the same way we get rid of the other ones. Let's get rid of 3 and see if that makes a difference. Because I do kind of need this to work for this, all that I just went through. Kinda gonna need you guys to produce. I mean, we've got quite a bit, and there's more at the base. But still, it needs to keep going. And actually, just to be safe, we can get rid of you guys right here. After this cure, we're going to call it good. Appreciate your service. And yeah, once they cure up, they'll be good. Oh, that was quick. Yeah, so now we are 1 to 1. While the other 2 go, I'm wondering if maybe we head up here and block their view for a minute and then open it back up. Maybe it kind of restarts it. So we'll give you the illusion of safety. Oh, maybe it's because you're standing on the bed. Can you not see the zombie? Yeah, look at him. He's not even scared. Maybe we can give him a push with some water. There we go. Now all 3 of them are doing it again. Is that going to fix it? What is going on here? Well, these guys are all good now, so let's move them back in real quick. Look at that. They all just went right back in. They love it in there. guess we're gonna get rid of a couple more of you. Ooh, okay, I think I see one coming. There we go. So maybe that was it. I don't really know. I ended up killing 6 golems that were in the pond. So maybe we just hit a cap or something, but it's working again now. So now that we should be good there, we'll bring a stack of blocks of iron over by our new friends. And then we'll run through, trade with absolutely everybody that we can, go buy a ton of quartz, and then hopefully we can keep on moving with the build. Let's turn this back into iron, and they're not refreshing. Wonderful. You did. Okay. Now we're good. We'll leave all of this here for future trading. Chat with our best friends over here. Oh, wow. Okay. I figured out where one of the iron golems is. How did this even happen? Get out of there. Or, you know what I mean. Take a run through here, and I'd say that is much more impressive. One run through everybody gives us a little bit more than 6 stacks of emeralds. Awesome. Hopefully that lets us max out on quartz. Hello, friends, Romans, countrymen. Okay, so we got through the entire line once, and we still have a little over, a stack and a half. So while we can't go through and buy as much as is possible, it's a lot better than we were doing before. There we go. That's all of it. So about 3 stacks each. I mean, not terrible if we can get that every day. We just have to keep up with it. Don't let me forget, citizen. We gotta keep up with it. All right, back to it. Worked a bit through the night and, again, making progress. I was worried about the quartz pillars, but it turns out we're using fewer of those than the blocks that we're turning into the pathway here, which I guess makes sense. The pillars are kind of few and far between, whereas everything else has to be filled with the blocks. Thanks for the reminder, citizen. Yes, I am following the same routine as yesterday, making sure to max out on emeralds first, and then go to see our best friends so we can max out on quartz. Actually, we should just do all blocks of quartz, because those can be turned into pillars as well. Yeah, that's using the old noggin. Okay, so we can do that. Gets us a lot more of the blocks, and then anything that's left over, we can just go through and turn those into pillars. There we go. Today, let's go finish those pathways if we can, and then we could add the detail of the stairs and the slabs to all of those pillars. And I'm thinking too, the quartz bricks, maybe we just do that for these 2 pathways. Then if we have to fill in a ton elsewhere, maybe we switch to the quartz slabs just so we get a little bit more economy out of them. I didn't really think about the fact that I didn't center between the 2 pathways. I didn't center that island or that. But I'm more worried about both of them being in the right spots where I can build a pathway around the B-dome and around the nether portal. I think we can make it work out there. So in case you think I didn't notice that, I did, and I'm not too worried about it. I am putting these in the wrong spot. This is the right spot. That actually looks really nice at night. Birdie. Out of curiosity, I'm timing it this time to see how long it takes me to go through this whole villager process of getting emeralds and then spending the emeralds. About 4 minutes, so almost half of the day, which is kind of why I'm working through the nights. And yeah, it seems like it's raining about every day, which is wonderful. I worked through the rainy day and night and actually made a lot of progress. But I did run out of quartz. This side is pretty much done. I just need to finish the arches over on that side. So I think once we fill up or refill our quartz today, this should be the day we can probably call these just about done. All right, we're refilled. We're ready to go. This is very disorienting being in this water because it keeps going. I keep going underwater and out very quickly. It's confusing my tiny brain. Oh, this makes it very helpful. Thank you. I love when the blocks just go all invisible. Actually, though, I found out if I do this, zoom in, zoom out, it fixes it. So at least there's a way around it. I was thinking about it too. We're nearly done with this, which took quite a while. It's just the platform the pathway leading out to the larger platform. That's going to be bigger. So we definitely can't do this, this much detail on that part because this took so long. I mean, we are finally done. But I think next we're essentially going to outline what that platform, the size is going to be. And then we could think about what to do with that because it can't be this detailed. And we probably can't use as much quartz, or there's no way we're going to make it before the end of the video. We do have all that white concrete, so that might come into play. But, I mean, this isn't bad. I think we did a pretty decent job. We do still have to light it up. And since I'm definitely on a frog light kick currently, I think that's what we're going to use. Let's go grab some. I think since everything out there is quartz, I'm going to use the ochre. the archery. Think that'll go well with it? I don't know. We're about to find out. Good timing too, going to night, we should be able to tell what it looks like in the dark. And this part at least I want to keep simple. All we're gonna do is place it here, maybe skip one, place it here, nice and easy. There we go, that one is all lit up. And it does make quite a difference. You can see this side over here versus that side there. Very difficult to see actually now that I'm looking at one that's so lit up. Okay, there you go. 2 lit up pathways. So tomorrow is going to be all about cut sandstone so that we can make the outline of the larger platform. Actually, I forgot. We got to keep up with those villager trades even if we're not using quartz. We are going to need it at some point. I just realized these guys are gouging me. They went back up to 3. At least you're still at 1. I think it's because I've been trading so much every single day for the same thing. Let's actually just take all of this stuff too. We can keep it all in the shulker box so we don't have to, you know, have it in 2 different places. Also, look at my level. I think I was in the 50s and now I'm up to 88 from all this trading. I didn't even get that high from the XP farm. Lots of trades. Okay, so at least we've nearly got a full shulker of quartz. I mean, it's better than not a full shulker. Now, big question, is there a reason I should use full sandstone blocks instead of slabs as I'm doing this? Because I just want to make a big rectangle around the area that I think we'll be doing this. And honestly, concrete is probably just going to go on top of that. So I think slabs will work. At least I really hope. Okay. This part I do kind of want to be centered. So what we will probably do is find the exact center of the arena and then go out an equal number of blocks to the right and the left. And it doesn't necessarily need to be the same amount going this way, down and forward, because it can be a rectangle. Now, how do I find the exact center of this thing? This is the center here, and actually I think we built the beacon right in the middle, so that should be an indicator. Yeah, we already did this. We already found the center. It's right here. Okay, we got that, and we should probably get out of here before nighttime, because it's going to get a little bit more dangerous at that point. That looks pretty cool from up here. And splash! So these two, the arena doesn't center on a single block. It centers on 2 or 4, actually. So this is the center of the arena. You can actually kind of tell by the beacon light. That's pretty cool. And it does intersect pretty well with the island, actually. So we will count it out from here, probably. And we might have to get rid of some land over there. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Ooh, boy. I'm measuring this out, and it's a little bit larger than I expected. I don't know why. I remember how much it took to build that. And now I'm essentially saying, hey, I'm going to build something that's even larger than that, because it's going to wrap around the whole thing. We might go under it. Basically, this line that you see right here, from here all the way to over there, that is the width of the arena. Did I know I had a shipwreck right there? I don't think I knew that. The more you know. Anyway, though, that's a huge space. And thinking about the time, maybe we still got to do this. So I'm going to start building out and see just, you know, where we get, how much platform I can get myself, start building structures, all that stuff. And then this can be something, call it modular or whatever you want. We could basically add onto it over time. But we need to at least get a big old platform here and start building some of the structures that I have in mind. And oh boy, is it going to be fun. All this kelp down here is driving me absolutely nuts. Ooh, okay. So there is a rectangle of slabs that goes around the island and is quite large. What I think I want to do is put the white concrete down on top of this because right now it's powder. It'll turn into concrete when I do that. And then hopefully it's easier to see and I can have a better idea of what we'd like to do from there. So let's do that. Okay, here is all the white concrete powder. So we'll fill up on that and take a trip around what I just put underwater. And normally I'd have to put this in water anyway and then mine it back up. But luckily, since we're already building in water, I can just walk around this entire thing, place it here, and it turns from white concrete powder into a piece of white concrete. So now if I grab that, yep, white concrete. So beautiful. Let's just go through this whole thing and do that. Also, it's not that much different, especially when the light hits it a certain way. You can tell with the blocks of quartz, there's lines through it, but with the shaders and the sun hitting it directly, looks exactly the same. So it should blend in pretty well. This is at least easy. Now that the groundwork is laid, I just run around the whole thing and do this. This is not bad at all. It's what's next that worries me. Yeah, let's take a look, citizen. So see what we're dealing with here is quite a large platform. Even if, so I'm torn. It's like, what do we do here? Do we fill in this area? Do we make a circle around the island? Do we go further out on each side? I do think we should fill in some of this area because that's kind of our entryway right here. And then maybe we could do something at the back as well. And then pathways leading down here. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know I want to fill in some of this front area. So that's at least something to do, and maybe inspiration will strike. Now that the sun is going down, it's also easier to tell the difference between these two. So white concrete, quartz, you can definitely tell based on the reflection and all that type of thing. We're running into problems again by creating spawnable areas because I'm very smart and I never light this stuff up. I do like how you can place this powder in the water and there's not even anything beneath it. And even though the powder is a gravity block, it immediately changes into concrete so it doesn't fall down. It's kind of cool that you don't have to have anything beneath it. So I think the plan is going to be fill this out a little bit more. I'll definitely need to make more white concrete powder. And then once I have something of a platform, like some amount, then we'll think about how we want to structure the platform and basically just make something that's going to be large enough to fit the different structures that I have in mind. Pretty sure that I had some leftover stuff in here. I certainly did. Nice. Give me all the concrete you can. Alrighty, back to work. We got tons now. Ooh, hold on. I just remembered something from the comments. A few of you said I missed something over here when I was outfitting the Legion, but that's impossible because I don't make mistakes. And it was that I missed pants over here. Like I said, I don't make mistakes. This definitely wasn't me, which means you three took your pants off. What do you have to say for yourselves?
Mine are just invisible, sir.
I don't know. I just got hot.
Peer pressure? No excuses. Show some respect for your military uniform. All right, we'll get this sorted. Young legionaries today, and thanks for telling me about those three, citizen. We gotta keep some sense of decorum around here, and I knew I could count on you. No more funny business, you three. We're gonna put these on, and you keep them on. There we go. All right, should be all good now. Little rascals. All right, back to work. At this point, citizen, I was thinking to myself, did I bite off more than I can chew? And while you never want to take on more than you can handle, my sturdy Roman constitution wouldn't let me quit. I was heads down cycling through the same steps. Trade with villagers, craft concrete, fill in the platform. Trade with villagers, craft concrete, fill in the platform. I wanted time in the last 40 days to work on the structures and to fight the withers, so this platform needed to be finished. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I lost. Okay, I didn't lose the concrete. You're supposed to warn me, citizen. I didn't see that coming. And I lost 2 concrete. Every single one is precious. Oh no, I lost a lot more than that. 7 concrete. Ugh. Okay, no more creepers. We cannot afford to lose concrete. Ugh, okay. In other news, citizen, we're at least putting a dent in this. Wow, that's difficult to see. Let's try the other side into the sunset and turn. So there you go. We are making a dent. I want to say we're in the home stretch with the platform. That feels encouraging. I don't know how true it is, however. One thing though, last villager trade, I noticed we were almost out of pumpkins and melons. We may want to take a run down this. If I remember correctly, this should be an insta-break. Oh yeah, that is not bad at all. And in some cases, I don't know what does it. Gotta get Cleopatra out. This just happens. Like I lose one for some reason and I don't know why. Probably mobs messing with me. And then something like this happens. You gotta do that, replant it, all the fun stuff. And by the time we get through about like, I don't know, 5% of them has already grown back anyway. But about 2 stacks each, not bad. Wait, you're coming with me. Nearly out of iron as well, so we'll have to do something about that. Probably such a confusing life that these guys lead. Yeah, I don't know, every day, every morning, this Roman guy shows up, he buys all of our quartz, and we can barely restock it, and he's back buying it again. Do you remember how we got in this basement? I don't know, I'm not sure how we got here. Yeah, confusing life. Out of the way, Squid, you're getting in the way. This is it, finally, the last little bit, and there we go. So, what we have is an enormous platform out front, a wrap around here, and I do think now I want a circle going around the island, and essentially this, and I think a little bit more in a shulker box is all we have left of the white concrete. I have been doing a lot of trades for quartz, so maybe the circle we do in quartz, and it should probably be the same size-ish of the arena platform, or maybe a little bit bigger so that it doesn't intersect with this water. I guess it could catch it in like little fountains or something. Good idea, Legion. Either way, let me just count it out. We'll start it right here and then go to the other side and just make a circle around the island. Okay, pay me no mind, citizen. I'm trying to do math. And I think it's 88 blocks. Does that seem right? I think that was maybe a 90 block diameter, so I guess that's right because this is the edge, so if we just take one off on each side, that gives us 88. That seems right. All right, let's grab some blocks and pull up the old circle generator. And actually, I just noticed the quartz slabs. How important is it we use the bricks that has the lines in it like that versus slabs, which doesn't, but there's a little bit of a texture to it? Probably safest to go with slabs just to make sure we don't run out. Let's start with that, see how far it gets us. Oh boy, looking at the circle we're gonna have to make. This is gonna be big, obviously. And once again, we found the middle, so it should start here. Maybe we go do it on the other side just to make sure when we end up over here, it's right. There we go. So when we wrap all the way around, it should join up right there very nicely. Should be 7 on each side, 14 total. There we go. And yeah, at least you can tell the difference between the concrete and the quartz. I mean, it'll stand out, and that should help distinguish the, I forget what we were calling it. It's like the central natural area. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, so I mean, it joins up and that is working. The thing that confused me is when I got over to this side, it was 1 block too short. Like it ended here instead of here where I thought, but wrapping it back around, it connects properly. So I must have just miscounted or something. Not too worried about it. And I'm not too worried about you either. You'll also notice these definitely fall outside of the circle. So when we fill all of this area in, that should be what we do. We should make this into some kind of like fountain catching system. Basically just a little pool. But I have a feeling we're going to be converting most of the rest of that quartz into slabs because now it's time to fill all this in. I'll be all right, won't I? Just constantly filling in this platform, slowly descending into madness. Nah, I'll be fine. Ooh, okay, here we go. To be honest, this one isn't taking as long as I thought it would. I mean, up there was much worse. I thought I lit everywhere up. Ugh, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I thought this would take longer. I'm pretty sure I'm almost there. Ooh, I hate kelp. I hate kelp. I hate kelp. That's the one annoying thing is I can never tell if it's at the surface or not, and then I place it like that. Driving me nuts. And done with that one, which means I think this is the last section right here. Not too bad. And there we go. Let's have a look at the progress. Look at that. And yeah, I know the island's not right in the middle of the big circle, but once again, that doesn't bother me. I think it just gives us an opportunity if we wanted to at some point to add something additional in the back area here. And that could be whatever. We could, build up columns, almost like it looks like ruins are coming out of the sea, something like that, but we'll be all right. And we've got space in the front. There's not a lot of space in the back. I think we're going to have to expand this just a little bit, but that was a lot of work. And I'm kind of starting to lose my mind. I have to decide if we want to keep working on that, if we want to put the layout of some of the structures here, or if we want to take a break from this altogether and maybe do a couple wither fights. Maybe a quick break wouldn't hurt. As I also remembered, we never linked up the portal that we built over at the stronghold in the nether itself. So maybe we do that because I wanted to set up that new wither area in the end rather than just fighting them in the mine every single time. So let's grab some stuff. Maybe we go big. Maybe we do 2 wither fights this time because why not? I should actually probably look it up, the whole setup for the end, because I think all I need is 4 obsidian, but I'd hate to get there and then find out I needed something else. Alright, so it should be fairly straightforward. So easy, even a Legion V could do it. So first up, we need to find the spot where I need to build a portal up here, and that should be right here. So once again, not far. And hopefully this will join up with the portal that we built over at the stronghold. Yeah, let's give it a test. Yeah, it worked. Nice, nice. Easier way to get over here. And I think we have all we need. I'm not going to try the whole chicken and wither rose thing again. I'm more interested to see if we can get this easier way to fight the wither working. So in we go. And this time, rather than the XP farm, we're going to head over here. And it should be as simple as... I guess I was already doing some digging here, but it should be as simple as just digging underneath this portal. And I think we want a 3-block space underneath it, which I guess means we got to go one more. And then we just clear out a little room down here. There we go. So that's this area cleared out. And then apparently it's as easy as just putting down 4 obsidian, kind of in the shape of a wither, just on its side instead of upright. There should be a 2-block space between the obsidian and the bedrock. That way, when you place down your soul sand or soul soil, the idea here is that when I put the 3 skulls here, it creates the wither, but the way it spawns on top of the obsidian, it kind of gets stuck in the bedrock. At least that's the idea, and it makes it a lot easier to take out. Now, obviously, this could go wrong very quickly. The wither could not get stuck and immediately just blow through a wall here, come up here, have a bunch of endermen as backup, just fly around, pelt me from any distance. But that's not gonna happen, right? I'm hopeful. I think this is gonna work. So, I guess, I mean, that's the case. Why am I stalling? We just gotta do this. What are you looking at? Okay, this should work. Everybody cross your fingers. It should work. I think it's stuck. Don't really want the blast to hit me, though. I think this is working. Oh, no. It went through. See, this is what I was afraid of. This is what I was afraid of. Just destroying my end now. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, it didn't work. It did not work. Can I salvage this? Am I going to be able to do it like this? Something tells me this won't be particularly easy, especially because I didn't anticipate it, so I didn't bring a lot of rockets. Oh, what a pain. Why is it destroying the obsidian? What beef do you have on obsidian? Okay, that was semi-successful. If you could just come a little bit closer, please. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. There we go. Whew. Okay, I mean, we got it, but I'm curious why that didn't work. And I kind of also don't want to try it a second time because I used a lot of rockets, a lot of carrots. So I think we kind of just take that one. I'll maybe come back and fiddle with this a little bit, but it might be because I went up there to avoid the blast. I think I probably should have just hung out down here so that it didn't try to go up and get to me. That might have been the issue. Let me know in the comments, though, if you've done this before and I did something wrong, let me know, because I'd like to use this. I think it would be a lot simpler than going down to the mine every single time. But for now, we're going to head back. And we'll just put this stuff in here for now. And then if I was thinking about doing a little bit more work at the forum... Oh. One thing I was thinking about, I don't know if I want to use quartz and white concrete throughout, especially for the structures that we're planning on making. Because in my head, that's what I think. I think, you know, white marble columns and white concrete and all that kind of thing. But if it was just that throughout, I think it would be visually uninteresting. And you probably wouldn't even be able to see a whole lot because you'd just be blinded. So with that in mind, maybe we go down here. And I mean, I could probably make all this into something. Maybe granite would be useful. Terracotta probably would work for some things. I just think it'd take too long to collect. Maybe the andesite, though. Let's see what we can do with this stuff. First of all, I was thinking about making some flower pots. So let's just have a few of those on hand. And then I could make a ton of bricks. Maybe that'll, you know, come into place somewhere. Plus it's just a space saver rather than all these bricks. Okay, there we go. And I'm kind of thinking we would use some stairs. Let's actually get 1 stack of each for the stairs because I want to test something. Okay, then I grab some columns as well. So for example, let's say we were going to have one structure all along this line over here. Might start somewhere over here. So, you know, if it was all just this, you'd be able to notice it's got enough difference from the floor that you could tell, but I'd like to add some color. So if we just had the bottom, maybe something like that, and it would be at the top as well. And just so we can try one of each kind. What do we think between those three? Because I like the andesite, but it doesn't really fit the theme. I think it should be more of a red color. And this looks a little too industrial to me, if that makes any sense. I kind of like the granite. It did make me think, though, these are too close together. Maybe something like that? I could maybe get on board with that. Granite for the bottom and top of the column, andesite leading in, and then maybe we use slabs to make a floor. Okay, we're not going to do the whole thing, but I do want to see what one section would look like. So let's grab some slabs, andesite slabs. There we go. Copy the same thing at the back, fill that in, and then I actually really like that. I mean, these are going to have to be much taller, and then obviously this could keep going, and then, you know, just follow the design all the way through, basically. I think we've got a winner, citizen. I kind of wish I knew that I was going to be using this kind of thing, because then we could have been buying andesite and granite this whole time. But what do you think? Something like that. We'll follow it through all the way to that side. We'll probably copy it over there. That's going to leave us a lot of space in the middle to still do some more. I think that's very nice. That's a good thing to start us off, but also just inspire the builds going forward. Kind of the design palette, andesite, granite, and quartz pillars. I'm happy with that. Now that we know we're going to use those two, how much will I be able to trade in a single day if I wanted some more granite and andesite from the villagers? Good question, citizen. Let's find out. I should have counted. I'm curious how many emeralds I'm going to be generating in this video, because we won't be able to tell. As soon as I get them, I trade them away immediately. All right, look who's back. If I remember correctly, they don't all sell it. So anybody that has andesite will buy andesite. Ooh, and it's actually 4 for 1. That's pretty good. So this shouldn't be too bad. They're both 4 for 1. That's a lot better than the 1 for 1 we were doing with the quartz. Do we need diorite? I'll grab some. Who knows? We might need some. That was only one time around. We got 4 stacks of the granite and 4 of the andesite. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think this will be a problem at all. Let's get 1 more of each, and I think we'll be set. Okay, let's build up this side just to see how one completed side looks. And we need to decide as well, how tall do we want these? Because that is 12. Let's do that on all the sides. Can I make this? No, of course I can't. Ow. Let's try one more time. We did it. Yeah. So that's quite tall. Let's have a look. That might actually be a pretty good height. It needs to look impressive, imposing, but also not ridiculous, like, you know, up to there. Obviously, we're going to be putting a roof on this thing. I don't know what we'll use for that. Could be more granite, or maybe that's where the brick will come in. Not sure. Either way, let's go through and make all the columns all the way down. And double check the spacing. That looks good. There we go. And now we just build them all up to 12. Going to be lots of ouchies here. Ow. And there we go. I should probably get myself some scaffolding. It'll probably make it easier when we have to build our way up and do things higher up than we can reach with our, let's be honest, still very tall legionary body, but not quite tall enough. And there we go. Looking good, looking imposing. Now we do lots of little circles around here. And honestly, this pattern is not difficult, so this shouldn't be too bad to, you know, however many of these we want to build around here. It really shouldn't be bad, because I don't know if I mentioned, the idea is I want things like this because it just, to me, this speaks to a forum look. And then they could be for different purposes. So some, there could be, you know, shops under here. Some might be a little bit higher, so they're like a public speaking platform. Different, you know, guilds, which I don't think the Romans had guilds. Maybe they did, but that's probably more of a medieval thing. But you get the picture. We can do this probably a decent amount of times around here and then just design them in a slightly different way to match what kind of purpose they have. And there we go. Ooh, I just had another idea. And it's a really expensive one. How much gold do I have at the base? I think that would be a really nice accent and a good way to show my wealth, which currently is not that impressive. I see an AFK session in my future because my first idea requires 24 gold blocks. I know, like I said, expensive. And I do want to try it. Maybe copper too. That might come into play. Not yet. Let's try the gold first and see what happens. All right, so let's drop off everything in the inventory. And I'm pretty much out of space. Okay. I'll do a little organization, get a shulker box so we can hopefully fill that with gold nuggets when we go in AFK. And then we can try my idea. Always running out of space. A W, the sandstone chest. There we go. And now we have an empty shulker. Oh yeah, that was the point of this one, not gold nuggets. I think our inventory will be fine for that. All right, so now that's here when we get back to work. And we are gonna go do I don't know, I'm gonna need a lot of gold, maybe like 30-minute AFK? I'm not really sure. Enough to get a lot, let's say that. So with that in mind, up we go. I'm gonna sit up here for a bit. And we'll check back in when I've got a ton of gold. See you soon, citizen. And that's been about 20 minutes. I am out of patience. So let's head down. Really hope this is enough. Ooh, that's not bad. And I was wrong. We actually filled up the inventory and there's still more to go. Do I have space in here? Yes, I do. All right, I'm happy with that. It should do a lot of damage for what we need. So let's head back. Let's turn all this back into gold. Ingots, that is. Grab all of you. Here we go. And then what can we do? 26. Not bad. Could be better. Could be worse. 37 total. What can I say? I have expensive tastes. And we'll take some of you back. And what I'd like to do is replace the 2 central columns with gold columns. Because why not? And actually, we don't need to replace that one. So I guess it's only 10. Oh yeah, look at that. Vitellius back home would be so jealous. Look how far I've come. All right, now, what do we think about covering this thing up? Actually, I remember what we think. We think we were going to get some scaffolding to help with that. And look at that, we got plenty. Okay, so let's build this up a bit. And first off, I guess we're going to have to do the same thing we did... Oh man, I do not know how scaffolding works. Like this? There we go. Go around, copy this just like at the bottom. Once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Pretty helpful. I don't know that I'm totally used to it yet. Can I do something like this to get across? Look at that, I can. Very official. Look at that. And there we go. I think we could just break all this stuff down and start thinking about what to do next. Oh, trying to ruin my hard work, huh? Not today. Full disclosure here, I don't have an idea about what to do, so I'm kinda just gonna go with the flow. And at least we'll have a starting point if we just take these slabs and kind of outline the edge of these columns. There we go. And then from there, kind of just want to keep filling it in with little bits until this is built up to something that looks appropriate. Let's just do the front like this because I'm not sure how it's going to look. And we might be tearing this down. Okay, let's go have a look. Yeah, that's actually not bad. We'll probably have to fill in some in the middle just so it looks like these columns are actually holding something up. So maybe a bit more andesite for that. Oh, and I guess we could finish it too because I do like that. There we go. And then I'm thinking something pretty simple for this. Probably just fill in all the way around like that. And it's officially holding something up. And this will be spawn proof, so that's good. And there we go, at least kind of more logical support system. You'll most likely never see up here, but just in case there are spawnable areas, we'll drop some torches. And then as far as the rest, how would I feel if I used a little bit more of the granite and we did something like that? Let me take a look. I'm not too sure about that. Actually, you know what? That seems natural. That seems like a natural way for that to look. I don't know that I want it to cover up that though. Maybe we start it up a block higher. Let's see what we can do about that. So just moved it up 1 block. Let's see if that still looks okay. Go take a peek. And now that it's 1 higher, still looks good. Now you can see both the andesite and the quartz, so I think we'll go with that. So we'll sleep, and then I'll make a ton more stairs because I think that's the only little bit that I've got right now. All right, got some more stairs. So let's just follow on doing this all the way across. And I don't think we'll bring this up to a point. For whatever reason, that doesn't seem like it would fit in here. Oh, great. And bloop, there we go. So I think maybe this will be it. Just 3 stairs going up, flat across, 3 stairs going down. And hopefully that looks okay. Yes, we shall see. Yes. I still don't think this is going to be enough stairs. Last one. That really wasn't too bad. Here we go. Take one last look just to be sure. Oh yeah, look at that. That's coming along. That's starting to look like something. I love it. Now, I do have to make this exactly the same over on this side, which means... how did I do this? Here we go. I think that's it. We'll double check because it's high enough that you can see the quartz. It's out to this same level. And if we do it 3 times, it's the same height. So we are good. Same thing all the way down. And that's it. I'm out of stairs. Great. We'll check. I don't think I had any more granite. Might be time to visit for some trades. Yep, certainly is. That should actually probably be enough for now. I also had a thought since we're coming down here. In case we need a splash of color, why don't we also get light gray, glazed terracotta, and white? I have a feeling that'll come in handy. And you sell one of those. Also fill up on the granite. Thought more of you sold granite. Am I wrong about that? I guess so. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. And lovely, we can finish this up in the rain. Little weather's not going to stop this Roman. Okay, there we go. And I think it's Betty Bye time. Ah, beautiful. Looks like the rainbow ends right over here by the stables. It's landing on Caesar. That's how we know he's favored by Jupiter. Anyway, that's looking good. I kind of hope it's going to be as easy as just connecting these two a little bit lower right there, because that will be non-spawnable, which means we shouldn't have to light it up too much. Keep getting distracted by the rainbow. Love how that looks. But yeah, I hope we can just go straight across and then fill it in, and that will be non-spawnable. I kind of doubt we have enough of this though. Part of me thinks we should use glass where it's open here so you could see the sky, or even just leave it open. Let's leave it open. Maybe that will look good. Ah, what was that noise? Okay, yeah. It'll save us quite a bit on andesite as well. That was graceful. Try that again. And even with none of that filled in, I still ran out very quickly. But I have more. Never fear. There we go. So that's covered. And then the last thing I was thinking might look nice. It's the reason we brought this glazed terracotta, just for a little splash of color. Can remove a couple of the stairs here, the upside down ones, and probably just fill this in. Might not see it very often, but I think it'll look nice. Oh, I think these you can place a certain way and they're supposed to join up. Is that right? Hold on. Okay, I might be able to figure this out. Okay, that part works. So it's just if I place one this way and then on the ground, those seem to join up. Now, how do I make them go the other way around? Does it have to be from above, maybe? That was close. This is too complicated. Yeah, that was right. I can't figure out what determines this. I think I got it, so just give me a minute. I'm going to figure it out the rest of the way down. Okay, there we go. That's as close as I'm going to get it. I couldn't get the one in the corner, but I don't care. Hopefully that's worth it. How does it even look? Okay, yeah, I think that's, natural enough. You'll never really see it from much closer than this, so that's not bad. I like it. There's definite logical sense to this, and I'm kind of getting it a little bit, but I'm gonna forget it by the time I need it again. But there we go. We can now call this one pretty much wrapped up. And let's just go take a look to verify that. There we go. Looking very nice. And we'll probably do more detailing. Like I said, there's going to be specific uses for each one of these. But since we have this now, I think it's kind of clear what our next step has to be. We're going to have to replicate this over on that side. So I guess we grab our materials as much as we can. Probably should do some trades first, actually. Maybe just fill a shulker box with what we think we're probably gonna need. And then we can get to work. Ooh, I'm gonna need 3 more blocks of gold. Okay, so couple steps, but we're gonna get there. Ooh, we just hit level 100. All from these trades, that is nuts. So we just did the trades. I'll show you what we've got here. So that, I think, will give us a pretty solid start to the second structure. I do, however, know that we're going to need more gold. So one more AFK, I'm going the wrong way. One more AFK session. You're not going to have to watch, don't worry, but I'm going to collect some more gold. We'll fill up on that. Let's see if we have an extra shulker just so I could bring back a ton. Or no, we just need a crafting table. We can craft it there and condense it all. It'll be fine. So I'll do that. We'll fill up and then I'll check in with you once we're back and I've got pretty much everything that I think I'm going to need. And then we can duplicate what we did over here over on this side. And it should look pretty good. And like I said before, we're going to have a ton of area in the middle to do a couple more things. Wow, look at that. Hold on, we got to go into, there we go. Ooh, look at that. That looks awesome. Especially as you move side to side, the sun, the rays kind of come in through the columns. Ooh, yeah. I'm probably way more excited about this than you are, but look at that. Okay, enough of that. I'll check in once we've got everything we need. I was thinking ahead. I had one here. I didn't need to bring one. And we can get 8 more. We are good. All right, so we're going to duplicate this over on the other side. Whoa, excuse me. And you know what? That sounds like a good thing to do with? Yep, you guessed it. Time lapse. It looks like we have a little more time to chat about the Second Punic War and Hannibal. We left off with Hannibal taking control of his father's army. Rome was watching this young upstart gain power, and they weren't an enormous fan of it, so they decided to make an alliance with the city of Saguntum and claim it as a protectorate, even though it technically was located in territory that Rome had signed a treaty not to enter. Hannibal took this as a breach of the treaty and used this as the perfect pretext to launch into a war he was hoping to join soon anyway. This was the start of the Second Punic War. If we wanted to talk through this time period, we'd be here for a while, and I'm not just glazing over it because Rome got its butt kicked by Hannibal several times over. The important part is that almost 2 decades later, Rome won a decisive victory at the Battle of Zama under the leadership of Scipio Africanus, and the Second Punic War ended with Rome as top dog. And there we go. You know, once you've done it one time, it's really not that bad to duplicate it. But let's take a look from out here. And there we go. That is looking really nice. Yep. I love that. So now, actually doing pretty good on time. We've got about 20 days. Oh, I thought you were a mob. Anyway, about 20 days to fill in the center and decide if we want to do anything around it or not, or just kind of save that for the future. Oh, we have to turn those things into little fountains too. Actually, one thing I don't want to forget about, we need to think about adding some greenery around there as well. And I'm not sure what I want to use yet, like flowers or leaves or trees or, you know. So I'm not even going to bother with it. All we're going to do is put some dirt down, so that'll remind me, like, hey, we've got to get some kind of vegetation in these spots. And I thought maybe could probably line up with this right here. Not going to be an enormous amount of rhyme or reason to this. Hey, I want that. I just know that I want some straight lines of dirt going through here. And if we start there, actually, let's head back up. And I think we could probably like build up the sides of this, maybe make a path down the middle, dirt on the other side. Just want to make sure that grass starts growing on those because we don't want it to look like dirt. We'd like to have the grass. Do a bit more and that should do it. Just something like that. And then maybe we do it a couple more times. And we want it to be symmetrical. So let's see. 7 blocks in between this and the dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and dirt right there. And then same story over here. Okay, now those two should be even. And then I think if we just, maybe I'll wait till we decide a little bit more what we're doing with the center of this before I put more of those in. But I think that'll be good, just as a reminder that I want to do that eventually. I also have no idea why I keep either flying or running back over to that area that we started before these paths were even made. I think it's well past time we just move all this stuff over to the platform. Don't know why I waited so long. There we go. That's much better. Lovely day. It doesn't matter what the weather is, though. This always looks nice. I think what we should do is start measuring out the last structure, that I have in mind here. And initially, I was thinking this last one would go behind the island, but that's going to include creating a lot more platform, something I'm not very interested in, and I think it'll work just as well here. Let's see if we can measure this out. And I didn't count it out to, basically that's one side, this is the other. I'm going to see if we can do the same thing. 5 blocks in the middle, another column. I didn't count it out. I highly doubt this is going to match up and work, but I just want to check. Yeah, so that ends with a 2 block. What would we like to do about that? What we could do is leave a greater space in the middle. So for example, count out from this side. And then I added 3 on that side, 3 on this side, so 4 total on each side. And now there's 8 blocks in the middle of this, and that should actually work. You probably guessed it's something very similar to what we already built. It's just going to go the other direction in the center, and it will be larger, it'll be grander, And I also think it's going to be 2 levels, which should be pretty cool. You might notice that my voice sounds a little off again, because I've spent, I don't know, the last nearly 3 months just kind of in and out of different kinds of sicknesses, all of which affect my voice, luckily. But at some point, I can't just say, well, I guess I have to take another week off. We just got to push through it, right? That's what tea and cough drops are for. Oh, by the way, the other thing I did measurement-wise, this dirt path we put here, what I did, I counted it out, so it was basically a 7-block difference here between the dirt, and then I counted another 7 out, but now I'm thinking, was that correct? It can be. I have an idea for what I want to do with these, so I think that'll work. Either way, let's create the first layer of this. It's going to be the same. It's going to be 12 going up, but we're not going to put a roof on it at that point. We'll do like a design, a little bit more columns, and then another probably similar thing to that, but it'll be not double height, but pretty close. I am going to need more columns for that, or pillars. I keep calling them columns. I guess they're pillars. I'm also wondering if we can use these chiseled quartz blocks. I haven't used them yet. I kind of want to work those in somewhere. Let's find out. And yes, I can still do the jump from one to the other. Well, you know, I can. Just didn't realize that was the longer one between the two. Hold on, I'll prove it. Okay, there we go. Now we can do the jump. See, I can make it. It's just that takes out a lot of health over this many. So what I didn't think about is that we could also just gently glide down each time. Takes a little bit longer, but honestly doesn't really matter between the two. I also don't really feel like going for another AFK session to make 2 gold in the middle of this. Maybe eventually we can go back, or we could try something different with this one, though I don't know what yet. So if we step back a bit, that's kind of what I'm going for. So you've got the ones on the side. You can basically take that last, if you want to call it a corridor or whatever, and go directly into this one. And it does seem to be even. Everything fits there. Like I said, this one will be taller. But the reason I want to get this in now is because I think once this is done, we'll have a better idea of what's left and what we can do for things like this, the detailing, the vegetation, whatever else we might want to have. Once this is in place, we'll be able to figure that out. So you know the drill at this point. I have to say too, I never really use granite and I've been liking it. Maybe it just takes a particular kind of design that you're doing to make it work, but I like this block. There we go. Now we come through with the andesite. Whoops. And then I'll leave the middle open for now. Kind of think that deserves something a little bit different. And I do have some quartz stairs. What could I do that's a bit different here? Be with the chiseled blocks. No, I don't like that. Chiseled block here. Just trying stuff. I don't think it's gonna work. Then I guess we just fill that in. It actually looks pretty cool with the reflections on it. Shaders saving the day. Let's leave that. Let's do it on the other side and leave it. I think I like it, but we won't know for sure until later. Kind of a grander entrance for the central area of the forum. But we can go back to the slabs over here, which I think is what we did, right? Yeah. And then once we get closer to the middle, they're going to have to rise up a bit. They are the Spartacus of blocks after all. Should be able to get away with just a 1, or I guess that would be a half block increase. Maybe throw some pillars on each side, then carry on with the chiseled quartz in the middle. I think I'm gonna need one of these down there. I probably shouldn't actually, it's only 1 block height, but just in case. Same thing over here. And there we go. That's the ground floor pretty much done. I think that looks pretty nice. That actually might make a good speaking platform. I mentioned that would be one of the things that would be here, so sort of a central speaking platform, and then maybe like little offices on the sides and shops over in these. Like it, like it. Now for the next part, like I said, we're gonna have something separating the first level from the second level. And yes, it's something cool and fancy. It came to me in a dream, and then I made an incredibly rudimentary drawing of it, and I can't draw. So it's mainly just what I've got in my brain. So I think what we want to do, it's going to be a little bit different on this one compared to what we did over there. And I'm just going to do one section of it to make sure this looks okay. Because I think actually the pillars are going to keep going up past this. And then drawing inspiration from what we did over there, we shall do a very similar kind of archway, except the stairs are kind of covered by the half slab. Maybe we should do that one higher. Yeah, let's see what that'd look like. No, All Reliable is too powerful. Okay, so if we did it... Actually, maybe I should have left that and I should have just lowered these one. They're actually going to need to be lower or higher, so we do need to get rid of them. And let's just say lower. I don't want it to look too, like, comically tall. Try this one more time. Then it meets up. That looks better. Then at this level, something similar. This might be too much quartz. Let's go have a look. That might just be too much. So I like the design. It's just, there's too much. We need some color variation here. I could go back to andesite slabs, or these could be made of granite, or both. Let's get rid of these again, replace it with the andesite. Okay, let's check that. Did that help? And if not, we might have to put some granite in there too. Yeah, still, it's not enough. Okay. I mean, I think we've got enough like quartz and white concrete at this point. Anywhere we can add some of the design elements that is not that, probably not going to hurt. Let's get some slabs, and yeah, let's replace that. See, this is why you test with a smaller area. Imagine if I had gone all the way around and then said, nope, don't like it. It's not your fault, quartz, you're beautiful. I just can't use you everywhere. Oh, I did it again. There we go. Okay. We want a couple here, one of these, all the way across, and I'm not going to be able to reach that, am I? Ooh, I can do it. I can do it. No. There we go. Okay. Well, let's look at that. Yeah, I think it's better. It's 3 colors instead of 1. It's going to be easier to see and stand out. I think we go with that. In fact, it might help too if we do the same thing at like right at this point right here that we have at the top of these pillars, more of the granite stairs, just to add that extra layer of depth, which is probably going to be easier to do now than it would be later. Ooh, but actually that's not going to work out, because if we put that there, there's going to be a gap, so then we're going to have to put you there. Oh, okay, that was a mistake. It's like making my life difficult. I'm going to just get all of these on. Fix you. You are wrong. You're wrong too. There we go. Okay. Can I do it from here? Is this going to work? No. No, it's not. I just want to get this part done, so it doesn't matter what we do. We're just gonna do one of these, one of those, and get rid of all the rest. Okay, I think we got it. So that should be the end result, which is now difficult to see because it's nighttime, but I think I like that better, which means tomorrow we're gonna go all the way throughout, do that exact same thing, and then we can work on the second level. Okay, so to make sure I don't mess up, this actually needs to be not here, but one down, right? Because then you're gonna go here, and when I bring it across, it should go on top. Yep, okay. We know what to do. I do enjoy doing these larger builds, but one thing I noticed is that it's particularly when I'm editing, I'll bring in the footage, and the 5 or 10 days that I spend on things like this that are a bit more repetitive, take a bit longer, the amount of times I stop and talk, it's a lot less than usual. So what do you think? What's a good balance? Like, I enjoy these bigger builds, but if it means I'm going to be spending more time talking to you, but it might be like something that looks better coming out at the end, do you prefer that? Do you prefer the little side adventures where we have more time to talk and you can be involved? I am out of andesite. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to find a good balance, a good blend for these. We should do some trades. I didn't bring a lot of emeralds this time, but hopefully just a couple stacks of andesite should do the trick. We'll grab granite while we're here. I'm thinking about the future. Who has terracotta? Yellow and red and black terracotta. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's another 1-to-1 though. I was wondering if I could build that in somewhere. We'll see. Why is it every time I go down there to do trades, when I come back out, it's raining? It's like a cursed basement. The cursed basement of rain. Yeah, it's terrifying, I know. Well, I guess it's an excuse for me to go around and do all of this and then just sleep through the night, so hopefully by tomorrow it's done. And there we go. And also, there we go. That part is done. Now, question for you, citizen. I'm gonna go around and do that next, all the way around, but I kind of left the center open a little bit. Should that be different? Do we want something different here to make it stand out? And it could just be going back to the quartz for one area and a larger archway over the entrance. I guess first, maybe let's wrap around with that, do the whole thing, and then we can make a decision about that. And yes, I have to look at what I did again. I guess first we just add 3 columns all the way around. Pillars. I know they're pillars. Let's be honest, they're columns. I can call them what I want. There we go. And then from that point, we should, well, might be easiest just to go around with the andesite slabs and complete this one. Then we can go through and add all of these. Or wait, no, I remember we had trouble with that because then you can't jump. Okay, let's start with this one then, which should be hard to mess up, but I think I'll probably find a way. And yeah, this is still possible. It's just kind of annoying. Kind of wish there was a way to use the stairs twice. I think that might just complicate things. Let's see how it looks, see if I like it better. Oh, wait a minute. Does that look exactly the same? It's basically just this corner right here wouldn't be here, which I honestly don't think matters. If anything, it just makes it look a little more feeble. Yeah, not worth it. Oh yeah, we are speeding through this. Or at least we would be if I didn't keep running out of stuff. Can he land back up there? Oh, yes he can. Nearly there. Boom. Ooh, the exact right amount of slabs. Nice. I did leave the back open over there as well because I'm just not sure what I'm doing with the middle. But one thing we do know is that slabs should be hugging the top of this. So starting from this side, we can wrap our way back around. And there we go. Let's go have a look. That is looking good. That is a nice addition. So now we just figure out this center part. We're going to put something there, figure out what we need to do with the back part. We'll probably add a floor for the second level. Not sure if I'll ever use it, but then we can just go up one more time and finish it up probably in a very similar way to this. All right, lots to do. Now that I've set it, I want to see if I can get this quartz to work out here. Maybe we go 3 wide, and now what? I'm gonna move it in a little bit, I think, and then maybe we'll just double up. The trouble here is the middle is 2, not 1, and that's what I'm used to. How would that look? Something like that. Okay, let's take a look. I do like that it's different. Something is missing though. Got a little bit of gold left. Maybe we can throw a couple gold blocks up there. Just kind of chucking in gold wherever it seems to make sense. So there's a bit more there now. I might like it. Let's fill in this whole area, and that will give me time to think about it. I get the feeling that I'm probably going to run out of slabs doing this because I've already done a lot, and there's still all of that left to do. And that's it. That was close. I almost got there. I couldn't place them here because we had a slab there, so I'm wondering if we could just put one of these... Well, no, not that. Didn't I have the fancy pants one somewhere? Yeah, chiseled. Put some of these on top. It'll just be our little secret that this is the reason. No, this is a design choice. It's gonna look great. All right, more slabs, and we might have enough columns, but maybe not. A little bit more of the pillars, whatever. Columns, pillar, blah, blah, blah. I did not light this area up. There's probably things spawning everywhere, but I don't want to stop when I'm this close to finishing this part of it. There we go. All right, we might have beat it, actually. The time when mobs spawn in, that is. Yeah, look at that. We're good. Ooh, not quite. Let's go up and watch the show. Hey, friends. I'm your Imperator. That means you're not supposed to shoot me with arrows. You're supposed to aim for like the Carthaginians or something. There we go. As for you, surprise. You gotta have fun. They did scuff up my floor though. I don't appreciate that. Look at how expensive this floor looks. They just come by and start scuffing it up. You'll notice too, you have to look at the floor very carefully because there are areas where the columns need to continue from down there. And you could tell because of this pattern. It's actually, if you look at it, if you cut a column in half like this, you can tell how old it is by counting the rings. So 1, 2, 3, looks like this one's about 3 years old. That's adorable. And once we get these on, it's not gonna be as tall as the ground floor. You could probably think of this as the attic, basically. Which means if the ground floor was 12 tall, maybe half, we go 6? Yeah, I think that looks good. And we still do this. And we still get damaged for some reason. It's not that big of a fall. There we go. Also, it does look like the grass is spreading, which is good, but I don't know why I put it over there instead of somewhere in the middle. That probably would have been smart. All right, there we go. And at this point, we might be back in familiar territory because I think I do just want to do it basically the same thing that we've already done over there. So... gotta kind of reset the inventory, do something a little bit different. Oh, hey, buddy. No creepy crawlies over here. This is for, you know, the Roman citizenry. Citizenry? The populace of Rome. And you're gonna need a lot of these. I'm gonna run out of stairs. I'm so sick of trading with villagers. We have to keep doing it. All right, give me all your emeralds. And that was basically out of iron, so we may as well refill while we're thinking about it. I can tell it's still working because there's one in there now, but I think we just keep clearing it out so often to trade with those. Running a bit low. I think we're running low on this stuff as well. Or well, not the beetroots, obviously. But yeah, the melon and pumpkin again. And this is now officially the only potatoes and carrots I have because we tore up all the farms to make room over there. Probably an idea for next video. Make a new area for the farms and everything. Okay, that should hopefully be plenty. What did I even come here for? I think it was granite, but I have enough emeralds. We may as well just max out on granite and andesite. And that's probably enough for now. Alright, gonna need lots of stairs. And that should be plenty of those, but I think we need more of you. Quartz slabs. Hopefully that's enough. And I'm getting low on rockets. Good, got some in here. So definitely coming along. I think tomorrow we can probably finish it. Ooh, I didn't get more of this though, the glazed terracotta. I'm not gonna do that again. That's kind of a pain, to be honest. Why don't we just do chiseled quartz instead? So we'll just get a stack of that. Why do I have white concrete on me? Oh, from digging out the dirt areas. And I think we can clear you out now and just keep flying up there. And there we go. Yep, we are getting close. Remind me too, we need to think about lighting. I didn't add lights to anything. So after this, that's what we'll do next. We'll do lighting, make it safer, then we can work on the vegetation, the detailing, all that stuff. Okay, now can I land on like directly on top of one of these columns? I highly doubt it. Oh, I can't. Not worth it. Just do this and then we can, a bit old-fashioned, I know, but we can always just get rid of that. Now, how did I do this? Stairs surrounded by andesite is first, which is fairly simple, if a little boring. Actually, thinking about it, I think it's going to take longer than just today to finish this because this part, tedious, takes a while. And I have a feeling we're going to have to go back and trade again because I'm using a lot of these granite stairs just for this. And as you can see, I'm going to need a whole lot more once we get a little bit higher. So yes, I was a bit optimistic. You were right, citizen. I heard you over there. Oh, he thinks he's going to be able to do that in a day. Yeah, right. Okay, that's at least that part done. Didn't I go around? Yeah, one more time around. I'm gonna run out of these too. The never-ending loop of the never enough materials. Are you kidding me? I'm too short. I mean, I'm not too short. I'm like 6'20". What I meant was there are 2 slabs missing from my inventory. I needed 2 more to finish this. Unbelievable. Okay, that at least I have. I'm just gonna do it all. We'll see if this gets us the whole way, but I kinda doubt it. I think that even that much, I don't think it's gonna be enough. There you go. Are you happy now? And then next we need, yeah, that surrounded by quartz slabs. Off we go again. Okay, there we go. So at least now we're ready for the final step, which is just this, the, bit more of andesite, and whatever else I might have forgotten in the interim. For now, nap time. And I think for this, we started by doing that, getting rid of you, and then if memory serves, it should just be 1, 2, and 3, and that should be all we need. I make it sound so simple, right? Yeah, that looks right. So I think we'll be good. We just gotta go down, like double the length? So we'll probably need twice as much as we needed for those other ones. No problem. Oh yeah, okay. This is gonna be a lot. Somebody save me from the menial tasks. This one is my favorite because we can do it quickly. And I never mess up, not once. Okay, that's half done. And we've got to... Well, 1.5 stacks left. Let's just go trade now. We know we're going to have to do it. Another way we can pick up the pace, I'm not going to do it, but I've been trading iron with those guys, the farmers obviously, sometimes the stick boys. Another way we could do it is if we cured the cleric or a couple clerics, the Pontifex Maximus, because that way we could go to the gold farm, get stacks upon stacks of rotten flesh there, and then we can sell that to all the clerics. So it's an idea. I'm not going to do it right now, but it is an idea. And that's everything. We need to go harvest the pumpkins and melons again. Which, speaking of doing things while we're thinking about it, we may as well. There we go, that gives us a bit more. And now we should be okay for future trades. I'm gonna have to stop trading the potatoes though. I really don't want to run out and then have to go find some random village and then tax them, their potatoes. I'm provincial governor, I'm allowed to do that. Okay, granite, granite, granite. Who has the granite? Nobody apparently, there you are. Hopefully that's enough. I kind of don't feel like waiting for them to refresh their trades. 4 more stacks ought to get us close. Back to work. Ooh, I almost didn't make that. I didn't turn any of those granite blocks into stairs, did I? Did you forget to remind me to do that? You know how forgetful I get, and you're supposed to have my back on these things, citizen. I think that means this is the last of it, or maybe no, we don't have any more, and I did forget. Well, it's almost nighttime anyway. Let's go do that. Head to bed. And then this time, we're going to finish in the morning. At least I really hope so. Okay, cross your fingers. I think 4 stacks should be fine, but I've been wrong before. Okay, definitely will be good. Still got over 2 stacks, and this is the last one. And bingo. Now we just do that, which is half slab down. Then I think we go into here, and yep, that's where we start doing 2. Okay, nice and easy. Just don't run out of these, and then we'll be all good. Okay, whew. It was kinda close, too. I, for some reason, put away my stack of chiseled quartz blocks, and that's what I need next. Okay, then we just fly into here. No! This is good. Shouldn't be this difficult just to land where you want to land. There we go. And because we're being lazy this time, we're not going with the glazed terracotta. Gonna just fill this right in, nice and easy. Because I think we need a little nice and easy in our lives. That looks good too, it's still a pattern. I think that's fine. Ooh, we can't forget too, I almost forgot we made that extra pillar to bridge up. We need to get rid of that. Don't tell me I'm gonna run out of these. Ooh, that was close. Okay, 4 extra. We're good. Get rid of you. And with that, I can semi-confidently say that the structure is now complete. Look at that. Wow. And you know what might be fun? This is for you, Editor Legion. I know we just spent all this time building it, and I kind of talked through the process, all that type of thing. But what if we went back? This took about 10 days, Minecraft days. So, Editor Legion, what if you went back through the last 10 days with Replay Mod and compiled this entire build at super speed, just so we can see what it looks like to go up and what the whole process took? And now I've said it, so you kind of have to do it. Good luck! Alright, citizens, there's 10 days left. And as far as large structures go, I think we're done. So we've got the last 10 days for the detailing phase. And as you'll see, I filled this shulker box with things that I think will come in handy for detailing. And one thing I said earlier was that I wanted to start with the lights, and I think that makes sense. Oh, by the way, I combined some of the diamonds we had, because there were just so many, into 2 blocks of diamonds. And that was because I did want this to be a little flashier. So I'm sure there's got to be a place that would fit in up here. Could replace this, of course. Or maybe these 2 up here. Let's put them right at the top. Right there and there. And then if we crawl in... Whoa, that is bright. Just thought you wouldn't really see these, but I could put one on each side just to make sure it's lit up in here. And I haven't seen anything spawning up here at all. It hasn't been that long, but I don't think things would... Well, I think that's a spawnable area. Things could spawn on this, which means they will. Why don't we... Ow. I just ran directly into that. Did not mean to. I was gonna say, why don't we go up here and maybe just at every column we put down one of these. That should make it safe and will hopefully look natural enough. Okay, so that level should be safe. Now, second level, how would it look if we had these in the corners? It's not going to light the whole area up, however. So, can't help but notice we've got this middle row to go down, and we might just be able to replace, every once in a while, one of them with a frog light. And then, because why not, we'll throw a few in the center as well. Let's check that out. Okay, so now that one's pretty lit up, except for the bottom. But we might do something different with that when we light it up. Oh, hey, speaking of lighting things up, how are you fellas doing? I'm gonna need you to not damage anything because I worked really hard on all of it. It's not there for you to just blow up. I mean, that might help a little bit, but probably not much. Ooh, actually, that reminds me of something I forgot to grab as well. Really quick, make ourselves one of these. This looks really cool, just running out of the house like usual, except this time, over the hill, you see this, which is brand new, and I'm still getting used to it, but I love it. Said we didn't need any mobs in here. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be a speaking platform, and there's not a center block. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 of those, not 1. Kind of just thought for like a podium, we could have a spot here where you could stand and speak to the masses. Hey, that's you, citizen. I'm just kidding, you're not a masses. Okay, 1 more, drop it off. Can't get over how cool this looks. There we go, and I heard you. Yep, back up, back up. Don't need any of this yucky stuff. Okay, now to light up this area, what do we want to do? Maybe surrounding it, we just have a little something here. Then we can grab some fences. I want to keep this fairly simple. Just supposed to surround the speaker, not overwhelm with detail. And then because I think if I stand in front of this, I mean, I didn't want it to cover too much. I guess it doesn't, but how would it look if we just raise that up a little bit? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Just bring the speaker up a little bit higher. There we go. Okay. Now we can actually do something very similar over here that we did up top, except is this going to work? Okay. Yeah, it works. We are going to need to light that up, obviously, but I figure it's nighttime. Now's the time to do it. We'll see what needs it better than during the day. And thank you for illustrating that we need some lights over here. I do appreciate it. Get out of here. There we go. Yeah, quite dark. Same story. We'll put a couple in the ground. Kind of half hidden, half not, but it does light the area up, so I really like that. And maybe here we go back to these simple lights. There we go, looking a little bit better. Because I don't think I mentioned, but eventually I just don't want torches lying all over the ground. I think that looks nasty. It's not good. So we need to replace all of that by having some sort of consistent lighting pattern throughout here. Man, this is just not working. Get out, get out. That goes for you too, excuse me. Fancy pants with your armor. One more time, add these. I think I put them here on the other side. Yes, I did. There we go. So I think the interiors are lit up well enough so they won't spawn mobs, which means we can think a little bit about the outside. I'll probably start that tomorrow though, because I want to work on this and figure out what we're going to do on the vegetation front. That sounds like a rebel movement. We are the vegetation front. Don't mess with us. Very dangerous, the vegetation front. Okay, so we've had this grass growing, and I think we might need a little bit more, but hold on, let me show you kind of what I was thinking. What if we surrounded this with stairs? Something like that, and obviously right now it's just the one patch, so we could either take all this out and put it in the same level as that, or we could have it one higher. The grass would eventually grow up to there, and it would give us an opportunity to use things like the flowering azalea, the acacia saplings. I don't know why I chose acacia, I just like that one. It's just as a way to hide it down here a little bit. Not that you need to, but we could have that a bit lower, and then these can kind of be spread around. And then if we wanted to, we could even change it up a little bit more by taking these out and surrounding it with a border like that, which isn't incredibly different, but it would just give it that little extra something, you know? So let's try that all the way throughout with this one. Whoops. Oh, my inventory's full. Great. Sorry, slabs, but you gotta go. You can do that all the way down, and we should be able to tell what to do just from under here. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so let's give that a try. And actually, this will be a lot easier to see when it's not just bleached by the sun. So there you can see definitely more of a difference. There we go. And then we finish the pattern, which is 5 of the granite, and then just a little change up with the quartz stairs every once in a while, which means we're only going to have 3 at the end, but shh, you didn't see that. I definitely counted ahead. I knew we'd have this much space, and I accommodated for it. Here we go, and wow, this grass is actually growing much more quickly. So now we just go down, fill in the rest of this. And I don't know if that will grow with these two things on the side. I guess we'll find out shortly, but just want a couple of these spread throughout. And the same goes for these. And I think this will be nice, just a little bit of a natural area in the forum. I think the Roman populace will appreciate that. And of course, we've got to have our lilacs and rose bushes, because as I've mentioned before, we are oh so fancy. I think it's worth checking if those trees can grow, so I grabbed some bone meal, and I'm a bit worried that something about my configuration here will stop it from growing, and I seem to be right. What if you were one higher? Then are we happy? Yes, we are happy. Okay, so bring them all up by one, and then we should be all right. And I didn't intend this, but now that I see it, and I realize those are going to have to be up by one anyway, maybe we fill this up with water. Be a nice little stream in there. Here we go, last one. Okay, now let's take a quick look at that. I want to make sure I like that. So I would, but it blocks our view of that, which we spent so much time putting together. Sorry, acacia trees. Okay. We're gonna have to go with just short stuff. We're not gonna put trees here. That was my bad. I should have thought ahead about that. So we'll just put a couple extra of these in here, down there. I know, I'll get to you eventually. Then we'll get some extras, since we brought the bone meal anyway. Can't you see I'm gardening? Some people. Okay, so now in the morning, we can do what we did here, once more over there. And hopefully we remember what I did, which shouldn't be too bad. I am one granite stair short every time. That's going to happen every time. Okay, should have what we need, along with some extra, because why not? And there we go. All that just for the one. Now, let's start going around and removing these torches. That's starting to bother me. And honestly, I think the best solution is just going to be the frog lights, kind of like we did inside here. Just putting them here, we just kind of take elements out of the floor here and there and line it all with frog lights. I think that's going to be the best way to go. I could do something like lampposts. I just don't like the idea of that for whatever reason. Maybe we do it here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be frog lights. And we did use a lot of the yellow, which I think was the tree, the ochre. I think it's just because it fits in with what we've already got around here, so I might do the same thing. We shall see. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. You thought you could get away. Okay, now all the way around. Oh man, I forgot about these things too. I'm not going to do anything fancy here. We'll bring some blocks. I just wanted to just build it up a little bit around the, like, walls around the edges, basically. That will be easy. Okay, I think that was the last one. That took a lot of hunger out running around that whole platform. So let's grab a bunch of the slabs. And then, for example, what I think we're going to do here, try to match it so you've got about maybe a 1 block space between this and where the water falls. There we go. And then I'm just gonna kind of build it up a little bit around the edges. Like I said, nothing fancy. I know that I did just say we are oh so fancy, but we don't always have to be oh so fancy. And I'm already paying for taking those torches out. Just something like that, nice and easy. Don't need to go nuts everywhere. Oh, same thing at all of these. And we are going to have to go to bed immediately because for whatever reason, I took all the torches out at once instead of doing it in a kind of staggered way, which means this place is going to be a madhouse at night. And I need more slabs anyway. Okay, we shall come back. Oh, geez, you scared me. I legitimately jumped. I was trying to get stuff out of the shulker boxes. Okay, that's an indication to go to bed. All right, so we can finish up here. Here we go, another one all done. And finally, there we go, all done. Now, seeing as we're here, why don't we say 2 out from the water is where we're going to start. We don't want to go in the water. And I could count things out. I don't feel like it. Let's just go around where it seems to make sense. Actually, these light pretty far, so I think we can probably, first of all, get rid of you two. There we go. Then maybe, I don't know, we count like 12 blocks? Well, let's just put one every 12 blocks. I think that'll be plenty. It should, yeah. Because I was thinking we would go in a circle pattern around this, but I think it makes more sense to do like the, I don't know, would it be checkerboard or just a more aligned pattern? I think we are going to end up needing a few more of these by the time we get up to the front. And I know this is probably enthralling, just me counting and then taking out a block, filling it in with a frog light. This might take a while, actually. So I think from here all the way wrapped around to where the forum begins, or the the structures begin. I think that's lit up enough. We'll test it tonight, but let's do the same thing on the other side now. And something over here isn't lit up enough, apparently. Right on top of where the frog light should be. Must have come from somewhere else. Let's see, are you really low on health? No, you're not. I thought he might have fallen from somewhere, but no, couldn't have done that. This has to be lit up well enough, right? There's one right there, and then these are all right here, plus the ones up there. Guessing it's from back here. This is probably it. It does seem pretty dark back here. Fortunately, I've gone almost the whole way around, so it's about night. We can test it tonight to see how it does. Now that we're back here, we can change to some green ones and throw a few amongst the flowers. That should certainly help. And same thing over here. Okay, it's nighttime. Let's see how we do with the amount of lighting that's here. And I'll step away. I know we still need it up here, but if we just kind of stand back and watch, so far it's looking okay. Seems like it's good. I'm also curious what it's looking like. Ooh, cool. Look at that. Oh yeah, I just said I knew this area wasn't lit up enough and then I flew away. Oh, I am not smart. Not smart. Look at me one-shotting all these guys though. Nice. Oh, of course I don't when I say that. Okay, that should be all of those. And I think that's the only area that spawned anything in. Did we just do like an amazing job right away? Let's go with that. Let's say we did an amazing job. First try. Now that being said, we do need to light up this front area. And I think we go with some of the same. I've still got 21 of these left. So maybe we just start right over here. And same thing. Okay, that should do it. So apparently, the entire area is now lit up enough so that it shouldn't spawn mobs. The grass is still taking its time to grow all the way to the end. And that leaves me with about 5 days to do any detailing on the interior of these. So with that in mind, let's grab what we think we're going to need and get to work on that. All right, 5 days left, plenty of time. As you'll see, I collected a few more odds and ends for our detailing that we need to do, and I think that's what we should need. And essentially, now the plan, we just need to make some of this area look lived in. Maybe that's the best way to put it, but the middle, I may leave kind of open. That's more of a, just, it's so grand, you know, we Romans, we have so much wealth, we can build something this huge, and all it is just for one guy to stand there and speak. Yours truly. But the ones on the side, that's going to be more the commercial area, so I'd like to fill it up with a few things. And then it really wouldn't be bad if we had enough time to move some of the villagers over here, because I think that would just add that one little bit more. All that being said, really the plan is to use all the stuff that I have here and just build it up, make it look a little bit more like we've got things going on here, which we do. We've got things going on. And surprisingly, this seems like one of the simple things, just, you know, kind of putting together a couple areas to make it look busier, but I'm not great at it. There's really not much to it, but for whatever reason, it seems like I have difficulties with it. Stuff like this, just not exactly sure what the point of it is. I just want to make it look like something. I have fences running behind it. And while I'd love to let villagers just kind of roam free, I don't want them getting into stuff. I don't want them daring to stand on my platform. So we may enclose them in here. What's that, citizen? You demand that I enclose the villagers in here? Well, okay. I mean, if you think it's a necessity, then we'll do it. Okay, so we'll do this at each of the sides and then see how we feel from there. So it looks like this is where one might go if they needed some carpentry done, something like that. Ooh, actually, better idea. We did something, nope, not like that. Something like that. Then you can go on top. And then, because we're super fancy, we can put one of those there, one of them here. That can go the other way around. Honestly, I mean, you could probably tell I'm kind of just putting things around at random. I think as long as it looks busy, we'll be all right. Doesn't necessarily have to look like a thing, just has to be busy enough. And to me, that looks busy. So let's do it on the other side. Just place some of this down. Gonna need a lot more fence. Okay, on this side, we can say this is where these are finally coming into play because, wait a minute, did the fence a little bit wrong? But yeah, because these, I said earlier, they look a little bit too industrial. But that's actually a good thing here, because we are in the commercial or the crafts, not necessarily crafting center, but like the craftspeople center. Here we go, a little bit more around here. And then I did remember these, so why don't we... I have literally never used flower pots before, so why not start now? Beautiful. Here we go, keep it lit up. Let's have a look at that. So not much to it. I mean, it just makes it look a little bit busier. It's going to give the villagers something to do. They can keep busy just working away on whatever's in there. I think it's a nice touch. Adds that little something. Also, I like these amethyst clusters. The villagers can't be the only one to get them. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Love the sound too. Bing. With a couple more. No, that's not going to work. A couple more here. Yeah, that'll work. Right there. Kind of forgot that I brought leaves with me. Can we incorporate that somehow? Of course we can. We always do. But maybe that's something for the back wall. Bring up the height a little bit. Adds all that texture. Love that. And once more. Maybe something for the sides of these. Not all the way, because I want ways to walk in and out. Just to add another color. Don't want to be overwhelmed by the quartz, the granite, the andesite, all that kind of thing. Yeah, that should be okay. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's do the other side. I am going to need more fences. Same idea that we did over there. I think I'm going to need a little bit more of the fence. Yep, this should be enough. And there we go. Okay, for this one, we have a loom. Same kind of deal with the leaves as last time. I'm still kind of in love with these mangrove trapdoors, so any chance I can find to use them, I'm going to. Couple of those, another flower pot. Okay, so I was wondering about this. You can't put the enormous 2-block high flowers in there. It has to be one of the smaller ones, which is fine. There we go, looking good. And finally, we've got a fletching table and one more furnace. Keep placing things around, and I think that should be good. Couple of you. Don't forget the leaves. And with that, I do believe we're in business. So there's the second one. Now we got the little areas in there for villagers. And like I said, this one is all for me. All 2 levels of it. That's the way the world works. I run the show, so I get one that's about twice as long, 2 levels, much taller. And the smaller ones on the sides can fit a few villagers each. But they get the gold columns. It's not like they're getting nothing in this exchange. Let's plan some abductions tonight. No, not abductions. We're going to get volunteers, obviously. I don't know what I was thinking. So kind of like usual, we can line up some boats, block the area off, and then ask very nicely for volunteers. And we don't want any that already have jobs. Oh no, you're the only one. I thought you guys were filling up the house over here. What are you doing? Creep just standing up in the middle of the night. Well, that's not good. All right, we're going to have to come back tomorrow with a ton of food and probably catch baby villagers, which is terrible. Okay, we've got a plan at least. I hope they like beetroots. Not about to waste my... Well, I got a lot of carrots, but definitely not the potatoes. All right, good morning. Who's hungry? They probably can't hear me from here. And once more, good morning. Who's hungry? Making it rain beetroots. As many as you can handle. And probably more than you can handle. Look at all of that. Oh, that's all it took, huh? That's because they're colored red, just like the hearts. That really gets them going. Ooh, freaked me out. Okay, there's 1 at least. And there's 2. We already had the 1 that was grown up, so that's 3 total. Who wants to pop out 1 more? I know somebody does. I see you trading all those beetroots amongst yourselves. Oh, right in front of me. Okay, I'm just going to stand back here in the corner. Not like a creep at all or anything. And wait for this business to be done. There you are. Okay. So that makes 4. And I actually have the time. We got a couple days left. I think we wait for them to grow up. And then I get them outside into the boats. And I'll tell you why. Right now, let a baby villager out, it's going to get away. There's no way it's going into one of the boats. And yes, I could improve the wall that's blocking this off. I just don't really feel like it. So as soon as they all grow up, we will get 4, bring them over here, and then we'll transport all of them over to this side, and we'll just put 1 in each one of the little areas that we created. Which, looking at it, really shouldn't be bad, because if they're just coming from right here, take the boat along here, go down rather than up, which is good, then we can just cart them right across the pathway and into that. Hopefully they go for the right job block in there, or one of them at least. And while we're waiting, one thing I was thinking about, right now it's kind of an unofficial path. And I mean from the base, like from over here to just walk down the hill and then jump onto one of these. It was the reason we got rid of these farms, kind of the bamboo farm that was in the way already, but I don't think there will be time to do it this video because I'd like to be, you know, kind of fancy with it. But eventually I think I'd like to link up that path by coming up the hill, going into the base, and then probably make a path that surrounds the bee dome. And then obviously it's going to link up over on that side as well. But just something to bring it all together and kind of have everything connected by a path that looks the same all around and isn't just this, like path dirt blocks, something a little bit fancier. So remind me, citizen, that's something we're going to have to take care of in one of the future videos. How's everybody doing over here? I know it is not that often that I visit, so I'm just coming to say hello while we're waiting. What's so interesting about the corner back here, huh, Brutus? Everybody just loves stone walls, apparently. They're staring at it like it's an iPad or something. Well, whatever you want to do. It's near the end, so we have to say hello again to Lunchbox. You like getting yourself stuck in little areas, don't you? Because before, it was right over there, and now I'm guessing you're stuck right there, aren't you? Doing your little rolls that you love doing. Honestly, though, you just do whatever makes you happy. I will not tell you how to live your life, Lunchbox. Oh, to be Lunchbox. Alright, so I think we head in here, we wait it out. Once you are grown up, we'll go for a little trip. And then I think from there, it's going to be time to wrap up the video. Isn't that right, buddy?
I don't know. I don't have a single thought in my head.
Well, yeah, we all knew that. Alright, see you in about 20 minutes, citizens. Look at them back there. They're still going at it. Don't need any more, but they're still going at it. Like rabbits in here. Never mind. 20 minutes. See you then. Alright, so it's morning and quick update. They just kept making more overnight, so there are a ton of baby villagers in here now. But we have at least 3 that I can see that have grown up. Oh wait, no, you too. So we've got all 4. Alright. Oh hey, I see you right there. Do you want to come out even though it's daytime and I see a wandering trader back there? Come on, no, the baby! You just always gotta make trouble, huh? You want to get in one of the boats to make up for this transgression? No, you don't. Of course you don't. Hold on. Maybe I can... Now, where did it go? I'm gonna say maybe I could trap it. Yes, it's an it. Where did it go? Oh, there you are. Okay, so we've got you in a boat over here. While we're waiting, what do you have? I mean, I can buy those from the Pontifex Maximus. I could have used these slime balls earlier. I mean, actually, I'll probably still take them. Let's get some emeralds. Hey, buddy, come back. Give me a few of those. Oh, 5. Wonderful. Couple blue ice, I guess. Why not? All right, enjoy my wonderful province. Won't find any greater in the land. That guy went in a boat, so that's good. Technically have 2, even though it'd be difficult with the one that went behind the house. Put all this stuff away. All right, can we get any more to wander out here? Just kind of naturally. Without babies escaping, that's the big question. Oh, come on, yeah, come right out. It's open for you. It's open just for you. Yep. There we go. No, you stay in there. You have a job. You can come out, though. Come on. Yeah, come on out. You don't go back in. Oh, no. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this during the day. Why would you go back in? Come out. You stay out. You were gonna have to get back in. Okay, this guy is at least good. You over there at least just get in this boat when I'm gone. What? Oh, I forgot about these. I forgot about the doors. Oh, I am really not doing this well. Okay. While I'm gone, you get in the other boat. We're gonna try to move this guy over. Oh man, you like that? How we just passed through the dirt? And no, he definitely didn't take damage. And I thought this was gonna be easy. Serves me right. So what do you think back there? Quite impressive, isn't it? Everything that I built? I know, you don't have to tell me. You've never seen anything so grand. Start with the farthest one, so it just gets easier and easier. There we go. Then we attempt to villager-proof this. Okay, you are in the way. Okay, no idea if this is gonna work, but let's see if we can jump down, break you loose, go right in. Perfect. Oh, why didn't I see that coming? Why didn't I see it coming? I should have seen it coming. I know they're gonna escape. Why do I do this to myself? You know what? Go ahead and explore. You'll probably stay close to your job block. I don't want to change all this. There's a million ways they can get out of here. I did not even think about it. You were probably screaming it at the screen earlier, like, hey, villagers are going to be able to get out of that very easily. But I don't care. You stay. I hope you enjoy it here. I'm going to even leave the gate open. You do whatever you want. Let's just bring the others over and same thing. I'm just leaving the gate open. If they want to explore everything, great. I made all of this. Somebody's got to appreciate it. We're not going to worry about this. We're not going to let it bother us. And of course you got in that boat. Why wouldn't you? We're not letting things bother us, Legion. Let's try this again. Separate boats this time. Okay, we got one. Let's bring him over. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That wasn't very graceful. Don't kill the villager. Okay, we're good. One thing I didn't think about, during the night, are these guys gonna make a break for it and try to run all the way back to that house to find their bed? I guess we'll find out when we get back over here. One of them's gonna steal my bed, that's for sure. Oh, he's not in it though. I felt for sure that guy would just run right over here and take that bed. Wait, what am I doing? You were the one we were supposed to keep over there. Okay, too late now. We're putting you over here now. You can tell all this work is getting to me a little bit. I'm just losing my mind. I'm making mistakes left and right. It does mean there's nothing really keeping this guy here. He might just run right back. Yeah. He's going back home or trying to go find my bed or something. This is not working out the way I foresaw. I don't even know where the other villager went. He's just gone. That villager's just gone. He's going to steal my bed. No, you're not. Okay. You're straight on going home. Okay. More power to you. Let's get rid of all of this. I think this is our last night anyway. This is not going to plan. Let's follow this guy home. Actually, let's beat him there. He's probably going to just get in another boat. You didn't even get in a boat. Get in a boat. Get in a boat. There you go. Okay. Pick up these. Open this up for when the friend gets here. There he is over there. I'll just clear all this. What does it matter? Where'd our librarian go? There. What are you doing? I did all this so you could get back in there and go to bed. I hate villagers. I hate them. I'm leaving you two over here. I can't even look at you. We got the one over there, you know, supposedly. I have no idea where he went. We're closing that for now. I'm bringing you over. There's just a, what's happening? What's happening with all of you? Baby villager just sitting on the windowsill. Outside, I may add. At some point, we're probably just going to find a ton of villagers wandering out in the wild that we have no idea how they got there. This is how. This big debacle. I totally screwed all of that up. If at some point we get villagers over here, fine. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to drop this guy off and we're going to call it for the night. What a happy note to end on too. I'm going to take comfort looking at this. I'm very happy with this build. I don't have to let villagers ruin it for me. Open all this stuff up and say, there you go. You're free. Yep. Just run on back. Oh, are you going to stay? Are you at least just going to stay here? I'd love to know what happened to the other guy. He took a job. But he's not here. Yeah, I have no clue. We'll see. Maybe we'll try that again at some point. But I think that is quite enough. And now it is time for bed. So hopefully that makes sense now when you saw me earlier in the video standing here with this, yeah, same exact villager bothering me the whole time. Like I said, we put in a lot of work here. This villager especially has been annoying me the entire time, or at least, you know, the past 10 minutes. And I wanted a chance to use this platform, but that's kind of the idea. Hopefully every time that we start a video or end a video, this can just be a nice place for us to have a chat and either let you know what we're going to be working on or wrap things up for the day. So that's kind of the idea here. It is day 700, or by no means finished with this world. There's still a lot to do. But once again, I really enjoyed this one. I really liked the build. And it might be one of my new favorites. It's not the most complex by any means, but I just really like how this one turned out. And it's just so appropriate for the Roman theme. Considering he's right in my face, any thoughts on what we should name this guy? Just to be honest with you, buddy, I'm not sure how long you're going to last with this kind of behavior. But if you do last, let me know. You can always name tag him and just make it official that he's going to be the guy that annoys us every time we're here. But with that, I think we're going to wrap up. Thanks once again for joining me on a 100-day adventure. And be sure to leave me those comments. Let me know what you think, if there's anything you would have done differently, other things that we can add to this platform. It's by no means done. We got plenty of space to build a little bit more on it. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one, citizen. Hopefully by then, this guy will be done breathing in my ear.